energy, but
sorry,
though,
my PC actually froze.
Like we have to consider them
it's been a while.
It's
been a while since that happened. Hopefully it's not a consistent thing.
We have seen in recent
years. I mean, this is a super close game. They end up losing it in a long overtime at the very
Never talking
end,
shit to Jordan again. Promise you that. Holy fuck, what was that?
Actually, their look on Summit and how they actually changed up their comp a little bit. On most maps, they're always playing the Neon, the Phoenix. It's a very standard pick for them.
What happened? My PC just insta froze. Like everything just black screen, complete freeze. Everything frozen. I had a hard reset.
Looked like this one on Haven was a really big change and something that I wonder, is that actually the approach they want to go with?
Sorry about that.
Are they playing
what was Jordan's answer? I don't fucking know. It was black screen.
Want to play that double smoke plus Cypher comp on Summit?
I mean, that's really hard to say, but I do like the fact that they are trying to see what they can do, especially with different comps, different agents, just overall different looks going into it, especially when, you know, there's still so many matches ahead of them that they can kind of grow and build on their identity. But one thing that I'm looking at for LEV is, yes, they lost to NRG, but one thing you have to keep in mind.
Reinstall your Windows? No, I'm not touching anything.
They're so good at
I'm hoping it was a one-time thing.
One week.
Doesn't happen again. If it happens again, then we gotta figure this problem out.
We saw it with specifically Sunset. They got stomped like 13.
Are you gonna have better internet once? It wasn't internet, but yes, I will have better internet. But that was not an internet issue right there. I have barely lagged out or frozen in a very long time. It happens very occasionally now. But yes, I will definitely have better internet.
Changing your opinion
when I'm at the house.
Lose one map by 2 rounds. You're fools.
Get everything new. Chill. I gotta buy things for the house.
But
we don't have that kind of bread.
Yeah, I mean,
if we had taken the deal, however, then we would have the bread. Trust me.
What are you even saying?
Whale, thank you for the tier 1, man. Thank you,
thank you. At least what the match
showed
against Energy is that Leviathan are beatable. And that's good news for MIBR, I guess, because they came back from a 12-5 deficit to take down Evil Geniuses in week 3. And there are so many clutches.
That Eurus would be parked right now, parked right outside.
As part of that comeback, down 12.
I'm not even allowed to park outside on the street, and I would fucking park there. Just keep getting tickets over and over again because I could afford it.
And it started with Pax.
Who cares?
This was crazy. Like, he gets the first one, but his next one was
Vertex, thank you for the prime.
So many good ones.
And Volty, thank you for the tier 1.
With, like, the weaker looking clutches, and then we get to
Leah, thank you for the tier 1.
At the very end. But Verno's Odin was a classic.
Yeah, I mean, throughout the entire map of Haven, Verno was a thorn.
What happened? PC froze.
Like, no matter if you were in control, if you were up numbers,
hopefully it's a one-time thing.
Had a way of using that Odin and winning rounds where you shouldn't. Even this round specifically, having the Neon sliding through and being able to transfer from that Sova kill is just so impressive.
Why don't you own a house? I do.
And then
Blazer, thank you for the prime.
Over on the A side as well. And again, basically the same situation.
I think per prediction.
Again, Verno 1v2 right here. Low players on the other side.
I mean, how do I go against LEV?
You just can't swing into this guy. He'll kill you every time.
After that game against Energy, how do I go against LEV?
Thing of beauty. Tex's micro here to pivot left, right, high, low in the less than a second and a half is just otherworldly.
And while there were a lot of standout individuals in this series,
Podgeog, thank you for the tier 1.
Overall improvement that MIBR has had. When we look at their
does your house have a basement? Yes, we have 4 floors.
The same MIBR that we saw.
Basement, first floor, which they say main floor, second floor, third floor.
A massive lead to close out a map and just fall off short in the third. They can't keep up that momentum, that stamina.
You forgot to view pot.
That's not the case anymore. We saw them be able to turn things around, be able to come back into games that they shouldn't, or close out maps that they should be.
It's a weirdly constructed house. I mean, it's a very strange looking. This is not my dream home by any means. Trust me.
Not a lot of these fundamental.
It's a full basement and then 4 bedroom. So it's not like mansion level. But one level, the first level is basically here. I'll try to visualize this. Okay. So when you walk into the front door, in front of you is one big room, okay? There's a door, and then if you go into the door is a one big room, and that's where we're gonna set up probably just like a chill space for like whatever. It's like a miscellaneous area, okay? And then to the left of it is the garage. So there's a door to the left when you enter. That's the garage, the entrance to the garage. And then if you go right, it's the staircase. The first floor is... You guys want to watch the interview?
A lot of your mid-round calling, even though you were not the IGL at the time. So is that also your input right now with Mazzino IGLing?
I mean, for that in this team, I'd probably give like most credit to like Mazzino for how he's like stepped up like to the role. And Zekin, honestly, for like he's helping in some ways with the
WS headset, by the way.
Do you feel like you're more free now? Because we've seen some insane plays from.
I think those are the XM5s.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just have more like space to like focus on myself like every day. So
I want to see more of those 3Ks. Thank you so much.
XM6s.
So
those are the
he's
ones
taking
I
his
have.
headset off, like he's just like fully locked in.
Hey, he's just focused on getting.
Okay. So, anyways, as soon as you enter the home, in front of you is a door, like kind of. There's like a foyer area, right? The entrance. If you keep going straight, you will go straight into a room, and that room is miscellaneous. It's a big room though. You go left is garage door. You go right, it's a staircase, and it leads up to the first floor. The first real floor, and that floor is fuck. It's kitchen top. Okay, so if you keep you go up the stairs, and then you go straight is a kitchen to your far left. Okay, so it's interesting. You have to go upstairs to go to a kitchen, which isn't rare. It's rare, right? Like usually that's not the case, but you have to go upstairs, and the kitchen's on the first floor. That's technically the first floor, right? The main floor isn't called the first floor, which is strange. That's why I'm trying to explain it. So the main floor, whatever, you go up the stairs, you go straight up. To the left is the kitchen. To the right is the dining area, a separate room. So both are like kind of connected through a doorway. So kitchen on the left, dining area on the right, and then bottom left, as soon as you come up the stairs, is like, think of it as a box, okay? Think of it as a box. Top left is kitchen. Top right is dining area. Bottom left is the big family room. And then that's it. And on that floor. Like family room as in like TV, couches, all that stuff. The living room, basically. And then if you go upstairs again, that's where all the bedrooms are. And that's four bedrooms. Yeah. 1 master bedroom, 3 bedrooms. So it's a very strangely constructed house. Like I can't imagine having to go upstairs to go to a kitchen. That's just such a strange thing.
Resistant on the defense side.
And then obviously a basement if you go downstairs from the main floor.
Rounds and clutch up performances from Verno and Tex. Leviathan, you're not going to knock them down twice in a row.
Yeah, okay, I agree with that. But at the same time, yes, they have macro problems. But the thing that's really stood out to me is their team chemistry.
What's
when
in the
I'm
basement?
Looking back
Nothing.
From stage 1, they were struggling playing like 3v2 situations, 3v1 situations. It felt like there was a big disconnect. But lately, they've been able to actually convert those rounds.
It's for the mods? Yeah, it's for the mods. It's for Jimmy when he crashes at my place.
They're fixing a lot of these mistakes match by match, so it gives me a little bit of hope.
Yeah, they simplified. Instead of playing 3v1s, they're playing 1v3s.
Yes, exactly.
Path's whole thing of the prep.
It's perfect.
In Italy on my honeymoon?
Oh,
dude, congrats.
MIBR. Listen, it's going to be a tough match
Hope you have a good time,
either
man.
way.
Where in Italy? Are you in Venice?
At their current state, I'm voting for them just because this is the most potential that I've seen out of them.
Absolutely. Now, I think the map selection here is going to be very interesting. You mentioned it right before we headed on to the
Do you feel like Sen didn't have good fundamentals on the later rounds? Specifically Sunset Attack, yes.
They were able to like keep so much to their chest. Is that
close to their
chest. So let's see.
Can you draw it on paint what it looks like? I think it's better if I just show you guys what the floor plans look like.
We're heading to Split first and then Sunset. What are we making out of this map selection?
Because I'm not a good drawer.
First of all, I'm excited. I'm happy that MIBR ended up banning Summit, not only because, you know, they had a little bit of a rough go at it their first time around.
I don't have them on my email or anything.
LEV did end up losing that map, and just thinking back to how they kind of recovered their Sunset, I was expecting them to fully try and go into that and come back stronger.
You are such a lazy nose.
It's a little sad to see.
I've never been called a nose before. That's interesting.
I think ultimately, though, you're still got to be really happy if you're a Leviathan. You start out on Split, which you're just the best at, period. Then you go on to Sunset, another small map that really enables you to rock the double duelist and seek out early fights and play to the tempo you want. I think it'll be a hard road for MIBR to actually push us all the way to get to Lotus.
I think some copium, though, is for Split. That's
looking at it now, to be honest, though, your nose is rather unique.
We don't know how their scrims have been.
That's one way to put it. I know I have a big nose. What can I do?
Kind of anti-LEV here. We've
seen
a lot of LEV.
Yes,
we've seen so much. We know exactly how they play.
Who wins? I'm going to go with LEV. I have to go with LEV.
They are still a team that's great at adapting throughout the game and able to kind of change things up when need be.
And here are our compositions for Leviathan, for MIBR.
Leviathan.
There we go. Blue and blue.
They're running the tried and true. No surprises there. The classic things to look out when they're on defense. Be worried about the refights coming into mid or coming into mains. On attack, watch out for Spike going at you. And interestingly enough, we are going to see Aspas on that little jet raise action. That, of course, usually means really heavy dive pressure on light anchors on the A side of the map. You have to be really careful about getting wrapped up ramp and up through heaven.
Now, playoffs are on the line for those two teams. Let's get into map 1 and send it over to your casters. Here are Uber and Wyatt.
Thank you very much, Zoe. Now, there are some opponents here in the VCT that you have to scout, scrutinize, and study. And there are some that you just know. King and Mazzino have shared way too many rounds, too many stages, and too many ambitions for this game to feel ordinary. Two of LATAM's golden children face off with two stories intertwined since the game's inception.
The crew had a grip on LATAM in that pre-partnership era. Within that, the rivalry that defined it was against Leviathan, King's Leviathan, who finally usurped crew right before the VCT partnership era began. It saw Mazzino and King join up for 2 years.
No more Dazzler distracting us.
By that third
this is the
place
game we've been waiting
Champs
for.
24. Since then, departing, going their own ways. King fully embracing South America with this Leviathan team, and Mazzino trying to seek some of that glory and push it further, getting back to his teammates from that 2024 run.
I called this in rank the other day, the walk behind the Viper wall.
Lose and your road to champions gets that much
a Sky
tougher.
and a Raze ready with a
this
trap.
Game, and already the pistol round opens with a brief exchange. It's LEV that are deep.
Doesn't happen to these guys.
The A side.
Second going to be picking up that race. Has been on a ton.
What do you think will win, LEV?
Taking point of screens right now.
That's a big miss.
An awkward exchange goes MIBR's way.
Spike's got good info on where the retake's coming from, but that's a big miss. It's all on King now. King has to kill this Heaven player.
The one loose element is King on a bit of a re-wrap here. There's an opportunity for him to get up into Heaven.
What a retake.
Aspas and Zek can make short work.
How do they not get one kill? What a retake.
This is all but impossible for King. He's shooting in the dark, literally, and Verno happily is holding down the
MIBR.
defuse.
Zekin off to a good start as well. Okay.
The start that MIBR really needs.
I did not expect that retake to go that smoothly. I thought King for sure gets the Heaven guy.
Definitive home of Leviathan. They're on an 8-game win
and the side
streak
guys
right
get
now.
one each.
Includes
and then it's a 1v1 for King.
Vitality globally, EDG, Paper Rex in the grand final that they won in London. This is certainly an uphill battle beginning for the MIBR team. To go up 1-0, get that momentum early could be critical.
Oh, 3 kills he got, sorry.
This map from MIBR at this stage. Funnily enough, these two actually played this online in an EWC qualifier, which MIBR did win. So it's not to say that they're not prepared for.
There's so much footage on how LEV play this map, man. So many teams have just literally copied their exact blueprint.
Pace from the attack side.
Really, the
so MIBR is just easy anti-strat here.
Every time you watch teams go up against them, it looks like they're prepared.
Look at where Verno is, just fully ready for this exec. As soon as he sees that smoke, he's on the opposite side of the box.
The Haunt came in a bit of a weird timing, such that he had time
with a paranoia out.
The Neon and then clear the Haunt.
This is going to be an anti-strat masterclass from MIBR, I'm telling you.
Aspas has got the aura back in this second stage. We've seen him playing with so much more confidence, a willingness to take fights that are sometimes straight up like ego duels.
Beautiful.
And that's what we've wanted from him.
I got your ass, buddy.
In fairness, MIBR did make the correct gamble with 3 players on that B side, but Aspas.
This is a plus 30 on Aspas type of series, you think so? I mean, he started off good.
So many times.
He starts off well, it's scary. If him and Zek can start off well, it's 13-5. Simple as that.
And like I was saying, somehow, it just always seems to go LEV's way. Anyway,
Aspars does get baited a little bit by the movement.
They're challenging the B main control, which is something LEV does
Sato
every single beginning of the round.
Flashes while blind.
They at least condition the B main control at the start. Another thing they just tried anti-ing.
Back away.
This is going to be for full anti-strat. Thank God someone's finally anti-ing LEV on this map.
Much fanfare. The Venn diagram of toxicity here in the middle of the map. Both poison orbs activated. It's Spike, who's intimating he'd try and make his way down mid, but this might instead be a pivot over towards the A side.
Okay, so they put pressure. They didn't put enough mid pressure though, if we're being honest. What a gamble, eh?
MIBR working this defense. Excellent read on LEV.
MIBR is about to maul these guys on defense.
In mid, keeping them pushed back, and then knowing that LEV are going to finish on A side. 4 players stacked up here. That is high-level awareness.
That's impossible. Round's already over, bro.
Here, maybe an
Round's already over.
Spike getting loose. Great timing there from Zek, and it's an opportunity to really disrupt things for Leviathan. The Spike is still back behind them.
They can't go anywhere.
They could have gone recover it, but this line has been covered now by Tex, who hears all of this. Will be overwhelmed by Neon, though.
They don't know this guy's sight, by the way. He gets the kill. Bomb down.
And Verno is lying in wait. He could completely dismantle this. Derail has to double back for the shot, but still stop the plant. That's the important factor. And Spike knows he does not have time to get this done.
Way to take your time with that one, too.
Sublime round from MIBR. That is just so well called. The defensive maneuvering was perfect. They just had.
I mean, there's no way for them to know an Omen is playing in the A-bomb site. That's how hard these guys have been NT'd.
And Verno just lying in wait the whole time. Been a monster in the clutches recently. Crucial situations in the rounds. He has had an insane
this is going to be a devastating half for LEV unless they completely change up how they play.
Player ranked by average damage.
LEV is going to have to fall back on
in stage 2.
Doing like scrimmy shit. You know, like random rank stuff.
Dude, he's being alleviated. He's really
focus on himself,
locked in on his own game.
Whilst so cooked.
His current IGL tries to call his
another
previous
entry
captain out of the playoffs.
Yeah, it's good damage, honestly.
Outlaw opens up the
second just gets healed.
From that point on, a little slow. King is down to 44. And Leviathan don't have a ton of options.
LEV fell off.
Once again. No inroads have been made.
I just don't think they've done much to change how they play.
An attempt to pop.
Remember that thing I said about reinventing yourself and like re-innovating? Because that's why it's so hard to stay at the top. Because everyone's watching every game you play and learning from you, and not just that, anti-ing you in the meantime.
Picks up the Outlaw.
If you don't reinvent yourself or re-innovate, eventually teams are going to start reading you like this.
Verno, who's been so dependable, is going to be the point player for this incursion.
You got to be able to do it. Sugar Rush, thank you for the tier 1.
Presence. Verno will have coverage from heaven if he needs it, though.
And he's still got the paranoia when LEV try to get out of this choke with 3 players. Wow.
Yep, he gets everything.
These rounds aren't going to be. I'm telling you guys, these rounds are not going to be close. They're going to get owned.
Looks like Texas.
I could have told you from the first round they're going to get owned.
And that's it. I mean, that's going to basically take any chance of you winning this round out of the question.
I've just never found a moment to extract some of that util out early, and putting 3 players through B main, really dangerous when it's very
How does Paper X do it so consistently?
As the B side anchor, you know he still has the
How do they like re-innovate and like? I think their individual players have a lot of creativity. I think a lot of comes down to individual creativity.
Time was already getting low.
In a system which allows for that to thrive.
In heaven ready to fight.
I know that sounds like a general statement, but I don't know how to explain it better than that.
These defense rounds.
I mean, coming back from London, it was not, you know, palm fronds on the ground, red carpet, arms open.
That's the problem. Also, yeah, I mean,
Bethlehem in some ways for Leviathan.
The problem with
like
playing the way LEV plays, it's also very easy to anti, but it's fundamentally correct.
All that LEV tape is paying.
The problem with the way Paper X plays is they do it so they try to play so different so often that it ends up making them lose a lot of rounds too. So there's a cons to everything. It's basically like changing your comp, you know? You get rid of one controller instead of having 2. All of a sudden you have less smokes. There's more angles for the enemy to play. Things like that. There's pros and cons to everything.
King is going to be a serious problem.
A team like LEV, for example, won't get ecoed anywhere near as much as a team like Paper X gets ecoed.
For a super
because of how
Second asked for that.
Fundamentally well they played their default.
There's no way Neon's getting out of it. That is brutal stuff. Snakebite thrown in that position as well. Now King needs to intuit the right timing to go after his former teammates from the cover of this dark cover. Back around the corner. He's so canny, so slow about it, but eventually he's got to get active, and he does! Swings and he's found Tex. Now you're on a clock if you're the defense side, but Aspas is in his element, fighting for his life out there.
Big round.
Spike
Big round to win there.
Better.
MIBR was ready for it, though.
Comfortable in that post plant. King waited for the perfect moment to get out of that smoke. Did not overplay his hand at
Still,
all.
the money is really bad on LEV right now.
Fully waiting for MIBR.
Very, very, very bad.
Make all that noise. Getting
Does
into
Sato
the
have
site,
Phoenix
trying
ult?
to
Or did he
dive
use
in,
it? I didn't notice. Did he use it last round or something? Wait, are they playing Phoenix? Yeah, okay.
Kill in the round.
They definitely didn't change their comp.
This trend, though, of Aspas playing at the head of the pack, playing with confidence, with self-belief, though, is still...
Look at the ults on both teams. Oh, it's going to be a shit show of a round.
8 kills already, and he's first into these sites. Verno trying to get ahead of the molly here. This could get ugly. Nice little paranoia. Buys him some space and some time. Yes! Verno's able to find
kills the
Spike,
Phoenix ult as
and
well.
a TP to the low ground now. Second can cover this.
MIBR,
nice bait and switch. Leviathan have been denied too much more of the map, but now they might head in that A direction because look how deep King has gotten. All the way through A, all the way through screens.
Too
good. Flourish. He produces a double.
Wait, how did he take that timing? Did he insta-walk A chat while his team faked or tried to B split? He was going to walk through A. I think that was the original plan. He was going to flank, like big flank.
Elite.
But because they were stopped by Verno, they had to mid-round back to A.
Perfect.
No matter what, King has A.
All the way through A.
In either scenario. The other big flanks B, or he just keeps A?
He is just as quality of a mechanical player, of a shooter, as the rest of them on this team.
I'm just curious if King took the timing instantly.
First time that King has actually gone, honestly,
like walled up and just walked into A while his teammates were mid B splitting.
The most passive line you could imagine, sitting, waiting for a push up. And this round is the one?
It's off the back of Leviathan making a serious adjustment to the pace of these early rounds. It's creating openings like that, right? When they were working the map,
look at how sexy this gun looks.
Pace, MIBR really had an understanding of where they would be approaching for the final destination site exec. Setups were perfect. But now that LEV have injected some pace, they are creating holes in the defense to be exploited.
It's so well played. Too clean.
And credit to them because this is all happened without any intervention from Onua. This is just King calling a pace change and starting to find success.
Text guys a prelude phantom? Okay, I'll check it out.
Pretty quickly. Let's listen in to Leviathan with their patented B hit.
Look at Aspas' angle, chat. Wow, good job, Ian. Good fucking help. Stop the hit at the choke point. Finally. Fucking finally someone does it against them. Just stop the hit at the choke point. You let Phoenix and Neon get space, everyone else gets to flood out. If you stop them, no one can run out.
Starts with this Aspas operator. He has been consistently on that B line, by the way.
What a shot. That's a nice-ass Phantom. Wait, it looks exactly like the Vandal, though. It's like throwing me off, no?
But beyond that, again, we just see this ultra-fast rotate to play together, deny LEV at the choke. They have struggled massively to get out on that
Sounds
B
nice,
side,
though.
whether it was late round or early round. They're going back to the well.
Great job by Verno. Just plays retake.
This time
he's playing on. He's playing on. Why?
As it was in the last round. And
thankfully, he got one.
Only able to get a 1-for-1. Dex is going to pull off, play for retake, but into a Viper's Pit. That gets exponentially more difficult.
One other thing I want to mention, chat. See this strat LEV just ran?
That's not going to be an option. They're going to have to just.
It's like the most unexpected thing you can do. They just got shut down on a full B exec with 5 men last round. The last thing the opponent expects, no matter how good they are, is that you're going to run the same strat again.
So it's getting dangerous. In fact,
so for your ranked games, if you get shit on doing something, do the same strat again.
Seriously working against MIBR. Zekin is trying to create some kind of distraction back sight, but Neon shuts him down.
Okay, dangerous here. Tech's going to be brought down by Sato, and Aspas just really hasn't been able to make any inroads. He's sat there with an op. Mizzino's going to have to do this himself. Drag himself onto the side, fight for it now. But time, I think, is just too far gone, and Aspas seems to know it. Waiting for an opportunity to present itself, but a Viper's Pit and an op in his hands.
Unpopular opinion, but Vandal and Phantom should have exclusive skins.
There that MIBR would have had to maneuver to win that, and ultimately it is just too many. Right?
I mean, I get what you're saying.
They can't cut off the B main.
I don't think it's
angle,
that serious.
Zekin has
you know what
to
should be exclusive?
High risk, high reward.
Instead of giving us gun buddies for when we win tournaments or when they win tournaments,
the person that's going to be playing Tuck there,
you should give them a very specific gun no one else has instead of a fucking gun buddy. Give them a gun, a skin no one else can have.
That is the difference in having a 3-player stack on B set up to disrupt the push.
Now that's the exclusivity I'm looking for.
And Verno sitting back, only able to trade 1-for-1. If they might be able to beat this B hit, they've got to be there in advance.
Boss.
Only for champs? Yeah, that makes sense too.
Away.
If it was only for champs, that's fine as well.
Holding on to one up those, so can still do
gun buddies are like
the pace here for Leviathan.
Who gives a fuck? Gun buddy. Who gives a fuck about gun buddy?
Punish Aspas.
Give me a gun.
You know, many of these Leviathan players grew up watching him and probably were inspired to follow in his footsteps. Now they're trying to chase him down.
That is a matchup between the best duelist ever to come from Brazil and the new generation in Sato and Spike.
That Viper's Pit in mid complicates things a little bit. Leviathan can't really slip the net this round. There's no free lanes to lurk through. Flash re-clear of A by MIBR. So confirm that LEV are actually still sitting on their line of scrimmage, and this is the pace that Aspas would much prefer to play into with the op.
Cover going.
Oh god. Oh god, Zekin's about to fry.
This A site. Are they going to try to burst into support a second?
Everyone's dying one by one, but that's what, I mean, yeah, they're defaulting. I mean,
picks up the mid lurk as well. Leviathan.
This Aspas off, bro. They gotta do the B default again. I guarantee King just tilted off dying like that.
Back. But when they slow down that
I think it's annoying for a caller when this team doesn't take when your team doesn't take the space that's required, aka right here. You have A ramp for free. You need to take the space. If the opponent isn't doing anything to retake it, you need to take the space. The caller shouldn't have to say that. But because they didn't take that space, King now feels he needs to take space at B main.
These rounds down, they look vastly better.
Yeah, and that's one where it feels like LEV are trying to go for one of their earlier rounds, but the subversion in that they make all the noise A and King goes for the lurk to get space in B. You remember the one where he gets all the way
deep
through A, and then they're able to call back to him. But
I think you switch the orb to the line. Oh yeah, you're right actually. They could also smoke it, like Omen Smoke instead of the orb.
The stakes are
but yeah, they can do the Viper Wall and Viper Orb B.
It's even
to make it impossible for any B lines.
Leviathan, of course, this is the history.
But that would be changing up a lot of what they do.
Obviously,
they never do that really. Maybe the orb, but they never do the wall. You are right though. They could do the Viper Wall or B main.
Old Leviathan. That was key over B main. Aspas, Mizzino, and Tex. It's a different era for this team now.
And then pop behind it, or at least give the threat that they're going to op behind it. They also have Fade to Prowler B main at the start, in front of the orb.
A matchup that is rich with history.
That's actually the perfect adjustment, Chatter.
Riddled with global champions, 7 of them in the server right now.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Zekin was,
for Aspas op specifically.
On Sentinels, it's true. Still a couple players looking for that
Mizzino
first
and Tex,
one,
they know the pain of
coming close.
So close with that 3rd place finish.
And that's why I don't feel like this is revenge for Mizzino. I think it's a chance
for all those that don't know what he's saying, this orb. He wants Viper to throw the orb over B bomb site and it lands here. And it goes up and down every time. And then that way Aspas can't have these deep lines. And then you Fade Prowler all of this.
They haven't been able to live up
so
to
that
the
at the start of the round he doesn't have it. Instead, Neon smoking it.
Like
see
getting there.
The smoke here.
This newfound confidence, aggression that they're playing with.
So he's always threatening the B pop.
Right down mid for that opening.
Can they get him out though? That's the question. Zekany gets pretty deep down mid. Aspas was able to get out. It does feel like
Texas using the prelude. I saw it.
to win globals. And it's taken all year for them to get to a place where we start to believe it as a possibility. Better late than never, though.
But beyond that, going up against an opponent that feels like they have the stars of tomorrow, yet they have already eclipsed them in the present by winning London.
I mean, Neon's already outplayed him.
Osboss trying to take space on B. This operator has been
the baby goat versus the real goat.
So important for MIBR.
What a photo.
Caught the lurks in the
Let's take a picture of that.
It's your Masters London MVP versus 2022 World Champion. Either side of that box. Verno on the swing. Ugly. Yep, decayed down, so easily blown over by some of that spam. Oh, last buzz. Neon definitely favored that position, but now that B site is completely open.
I love the way LEV plays, guys. It actually actually turns me on.
Working their way
I'll be completely real with you.
They need to link up, and King is
the
going to
way they take map control is actually just hot as fuck.
Yeah, that was
so sexy.
Had to have been the kill from Xeno to check left there.
Like, I'm not standing up. There's no way.
Zekken just going to take his time playing out the rest of this round. Leviathan make a great choice in splitting back towards
it's just beautiful the way they play. I don't know why you guys are fucking freaking out.
This time, putting more
it is genuinely so, like, I appreciate the way they play.
Getting through the B main choke.
Even when they lose rounds, they're just playing the rounds so well, it doesn't even affect me.
Find some value.
I rarely look at a LEV round, see them lose it, and go, what the fuck are they doing? Why they even do it like that, or they do this or do that?
He had nothing to say to his old team.
It's so rare, if ever.
I don't believe that. I actually don't believe that. Too much of like who he and Mizzino are as players was built together.
6 years of history together, rivals, teammates. Maybe a couple words. Man, I'm just looking at the scoreboard though right now. You've already got 21 kills combined between Osboss and Zekken. That scoreboard is representative of exactly what you wanted to see with this MIBR project.
What kind of reach is this?
Two of the best duelists in the world working together to bring a trophy to this global team.
And so much of what Zekken's been doing this stage has been on Phoenix, right? We go back to see him on a Raze map. And honestly, hasn't looked like he's missed a beat. MIBR have been working.
I need to learn this fucking orb, I forgot it. Wow.
You can't be missing those. Wow. That's a huge opening now at B main.
Holy shit.
Open. And there's no mid presence here for MIBR, as Leviathan are about to find out.
I actually can't believe it. I don't know how he missed that. He had to have been looking at something else or just...
B-side split, but
I think he was blown away. Neon just dry peek B main like that.
It's a significant paranoia there from
I just think that completely threw him
off. Might have
off.
given Zekken a chance to get set up there, but that fast lane is going to break
now Aspas is sitting there going, does this guy think I'm
not
shit?
in an advantageous position whatsoever. Tex was hit with that paranoia very, very hard. This Omen util has just ruined MIBR.
That is world-class utility sequencing usage from Leviathan.
Do you guys see what I'm saying? Did you guys just see what you just witnessed? Did you just see that?
Nightfall coming in, the fast lane, so Spike can get some of that space.
How is that not hot as fuck?
Thrown towards Raptors. A flash comes through. They dismantle the player there. All right, what's next? The guy default box. They still have the stun to use there. The paranoia from main. That is just world-class team play.
I mean, he shot like his pocket off. His pocket's gone, for sure.
Aspas, though, has this idea of playing that contact angle over on the B side more often than not. No. But the whole round kind of hinges on it. At least it feels that way. High risk, high reward, but Aspas is 12-3, so you're hard-pressed to say it's not working.
Who else is stroking their okay. My chat's fucked. I did this, sorry.
had the early answers, but Leviathan have stormed back into this half. On the precipice of tying it up.
It's actually on me. I can't even say anything.
That's a pretty telling sound cue. But it doesn't indicate how many Leviathan players are holed up here. And meanwhile, they're again setting up
just keep B-splitting. They just keep B-splitting.
Inferno tested. Smoke thrown down. Paranoia might also
this is a good setup, though.
Inferno holding onto it.
Yeah, he's made the adjustment to playing up towards Raptors with that. So with the majority of Leviathan players,
I like the. You know what I love seeing?
Out this push. Yeah, that is the case.
How teams adjust. It's a similar strats being run against them.
I like that idea, playing into the C.
Like now they have Sky B main instead. Because Aspas is getting cooked over there. Aspas swaps to A, and then Verno is playing completely with Zekken for mailroom, and that's it. Even then, they lost it.
Has given a bit of that space on this high ground. Look at the double up here for Verno and Mizzino. He just trends a little bit too far out in the open, and Verno takes it solo. Devastating. All of that B presence now. It's just been cut down to size for MIBR.
A moment where a lack of money, some of those weaker weapons really come back to bite MIBR. Ospas at least has
Oh, he did? I didn't see that part. He has to go help his team, though. When you get... Okay, chat, when a B-split happens, at a tier 1 level, when a B-split happens, the one place you don't want to be stuck is behind the smoke. If you have been stuck there, you've been outplayed. Your teammates are now fucked, because they're playing on the bomb site, and you are useless to them. If you are here, you have misplayed the round. Simple as that. When they split. When they actually exec.
On finding a solution to the setup that MIBR had that was a nightmare early in this half, and they just tested MIBR over and over. If you're not going to find the answer,
yeah, I don't blame him for this at all. Fuck it.
Forcing this.
I respect the fuck out of that.
Stops working. It never did stop working. It
That's some shit I love
of rounds
to
to
see.
tie up on split attack. That's without a pistol round win as well.
Yeah, that's a big comeback. That was 0-4 down. They find an answer without a timeout. That is what championship pedigree looks like. Stick around. A tied game here on Split. Much more to come.
Yeah, Knife Out, sure. He maybe comes alive with like 1 HP. Maybe. We have a game though. I love how how MIBR anti-strat. I love how LEV adjusts. It's a good game. It's just a good game. LEV retakes now. True.
There is a playoff spot on the line between LEV and MIBR. Who's going to take it?
I think LEV. People might say 2-1. I think it might be 2-0. Might be a big upset.
Look, I love Zekken. Zekken is one of my goats, but I would say LEV. I love Sato.
Serious question. Personally, my left nut hangs a little lower than my right. What about you?
London win would probably
I'm checked. I don't know.
Win. I feel like they're
it's a weird question
better than MIBR. No offense to them.
Good luck with that.
I'm gonna do MIBR for my boys.
I think I'm pretty aligned in that department.
All of them, pretty much.
Yep. I think maybe LEV. LEV, yeah.
Ooh. Man, I love my boy Sato. I gotta go Leviathan. I gotta go Leviathan. LEV all the way, for sure. Yeah.
Hopefully Leviathan, honestly. I'm rooting for them. My friends rooting for them. And I think they're a really good team. They did really good in Masters, so I think they can take the crown, honestly.
Do you think MIBR would read them on defense side too? MIBR was 1,000,000% rushing A every single round because A is a free plant. And then good luck retaking. Or sorry, good luck holding that post plant.
On your screen right here.
Basically all MIBR is going to do is hit A, and then we're going to see if MIBR is antied their retakes.
Possible. We've seen Neon from him, and we've seen a level of pace, confidence, and aggression that frankly has been absent for quite some time.
Blows heaven says hi. Even chat knows at this point.
Like the aggressor, 12-4.
That's what I want to see carry over on this attack side. I think some of the very frustrating games for MIBR fans were when they were watching
Tether
the
and
Ospas
Sven
on attack. Be very passive in comparison to like the
they're
pace
going
that
B. It's a
Zekken
B
would be
pop.
at, getting into sites. Some of the attack opping left a lot to be desired. But
Wait,
here
oh
he
my
is,
god.
right into the fray with Zekken, taking the space on the site. No hesitation.
Yep, no invitation required to get this guy in there.
I mean, they're going to flood, so.
I'm going to give the very standard suite of Omen util setup. LEV are going to have to try and flood through from heaven. And you got to be ready for this, but Spike is out in front and he completely takes Zekken by surprise.
Okay.
But Aspas is at least there to even it up.
They've stopped. Have they stopped? Have they done it?
Back now,
They've done
takes
it.
some damage.
They've
But
done
this is
it. He's too
Aspas
low.
who can get involved once more. Very healthy. Are Aspas and Mizzino. And Neon on Sato. The
Sato's just
youngsters
dead.
are going to try and bully their way through. That's pretty dirty.
Cancel. Beautiful. Good heals. Great
so
job.
It falls to Neon.
Great job on the pause. You have
Very
numbers.
high value Sky heal there from Mizzino.
No panic at all.
Neon's got nothing to look at. Very little time. Hopes to find a couple of 1v1s, and that's his first. MIBR caller down. Verno out into the sun. But Aspas is going to come from an unexpected angle, and Neon just does not have time to find the defuse.
Nah, that's annoying. Aspas is a little tilted right now.
But a very important round picked up
-1.
here for MIBR. It's both pistols on split.
LEV was so
that's annoying.
quick to set up for that full retake, burst out of the heaven smoke together with all 5. And you have an MIBR that definitely expect that. All 5 players in sight just ready
Wait,
to
I know what
greet them.
happened, chat.
They don't
but you
care
guys aren't
about-
going to believe me. This is exactly what happened. Lev knew MIBR has been anti-striding, so Lev thought, they're going to rush A. Let's play for A here. So they were playing for A, as you saw, the minimap at the start of the round. But instead, MIBR knew that Lev would think that and went B. But you're not going to believe me.
Fake TP for Neon was hoping to have seen more, but there's a refight brewing. Flash never comes in the end. Sato gets his brains spilled out on the ground, and Mazino was hoping for a bit more
actually
action,
insane.
but Leviatan's early round
That's actually
gambit has fallen
insane.
flat.
They had 2 mid, 1 B. Yeah, they were playing for A though. They had got 2 guys A side. One guy baiting spawn, pretending it's a retake, while the other guy was committed A side. No,
in the frag here.
and it was one of them was Neon. So not Neon isn't. The
Mazino
character Neon.
they've got to fully commit to the side. This should not be happening at all. King on the off angle is doubled.
There's no way.
Verno might have to be the one to salvage. Tex very quickly coming back into mid. There's still 50 seconds to play, and Blazin, I don't think he saw
what
a
did he just call him?
we did.
Low HP, no chance for a gun recovery. There should be
dangerous.
No chance that he wins this. Surely right, the timing.
Did not get the plant. Blazin could just fall off this now, and this has become a lot more complicated for Tex.
Good job planning right away. Good job planning right away.
Still gets the plant down. Healthy and half armor. But he's going up against one of the hottest rising stars of tomorrow. Benegun wins, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. That's composure right there. He knows he's not going to run at him.
Tex needed.
He knows that guy's going to reposition. There's no way.
Under a lot of criticism this year, but has certainly improved his play in this second stage. Very important moment for him to close out the round. Listen, I was about to talk about, the buffed bandit maybe.
All right, now they go back to anti-striding with the A rushes. Oh my god, if they do another B-pop, because they know Lev knows they're getting anti-strided, and they're gonna play for A, I'm gonna be shocked.
There was a bit of confusion, I think, on the MIBR side. Who's watching Pillar, who's watching Heaven?
Toxins going up.
Need to tighten that up.
Bonus round by lackluster to an extent for MIBR.
Mid pressure as they walk A, but the smoke is kind of annoying.
The 3 players,
so now what?
Hands for them in this second stage and just within this map.
Just gonna walk into A? I mean, this is A hit. Fucking blows Heaven. So funny. Every game.
Literally, as we're going to see in the next map, I suspect.
Here come the 5v5 retakes.
Quite the marvel.
Wait. What is Blazin doing? They're playing on. They're playing on.
Flashing him up. It's a bit awkward. Blazin's going to have to get moving. Spike wants to drop down and support him, but King is really just holding solid from rafters. Spike a little bit low. Wraps back around towards elbow, and this will be MIBR changing the pace. Sato gets a glimpse of Tex here, but has to do this on his own. That molly also is going to force him off a usable angle.
We haven't seen this before. These guys are playing on the bomb site? What do you mean? What do we do now? Now we have to adapt on the fly.
MIBR would love to draw a player.
I mean, A Heaven control is really important here, but no one's clearing that guy in the slant. Wait, Ian is.
Anything for free.
Ian's like, that's my spot.
Gets a glimpse.
Give me my spot back.
Safe corner to tuck in. Dancing around. Verno's been taken down. Mazino has to take matters into his own hands, but Tex is known. They know where he is.
Cleanish round.
Stranded up in Heaven, and Leviathan take their 1s and 2s with ease.
In all those moments, you just see a second Leviathan player ready to assist.
So now what do we do, guys?
They're
not playing retake.
If need be. I love that we see this team of some of the best mechanical players in the world often display
the Helix Phantom.
So much
the most disciplined.
I want it so bad. Check. One of you buy it for me?
Moments like this, but even in individual moments where it feels like someone could get a kill, but they're just going to play to the safer option.
Yep. No? It's rare. These guys are so exuberant, so brimming with confidence, and yet so willing to listen to that direction.
They're really understanding risk management. But in this moment,
okay, it's fine.
Towards B main into
it's fine.
The fall off.
Baited a B main retake. That's actually a W from MIBR.
MIBR safe.
I mean, that's still significant. That B main control for the defenders still matters. Forces re-clear.
Oh my god, they're walking down mid right in, like instantly. We take B main if the opponent is B main or pressured back at any point. You fight for mid. Because they're likely to walk back up mid.
Their best to work both extremities on the map, and Lev, it's encouraging them to take some of this.
I love the way this team plays, bro.
One remaining lane.
They do not give up any space for free. And if they do, they're retaking something else.
Making use of it.
It's actually annoying me how good they are.
A little bit shaky in that round 2 of this half.
This is huge positional control from Tex, though.
LEV, though, decided they've seen enough of mid. Now Tex is trying his best King impression. He has
Oh, boy.
King is already on his way over.
Oh, boy.
He's in trouble. This is a verified solid snake moment.
No, he didn't.
Awkward
No, he did not
spray
miss
from
that.
Tex.
Not Ian.
He loses
No.
his nerve in a really important position. Still, that leaves a B-side a little bit weakly held. And now just
Wait, Zekin?
pressuring onto Neon. It's
He
enough
is
to
weak
get
as well.
MIBR there. But here come LEV. Four guns trained
saved. The round
at
is
this
fine.
B-side.
That's a beautiful catch from Zekin, but LEV can just take the pace right into this side.
Huge,
but it's once
bro.
again Zekin.
Ass pass
Spam
Zekin.
through that smoke is good.
Spike has to go pretty massive from that low
Aspas
position.
and
And Blazine
Zekin,
wasn't
mainly
in a
Zekin.
spot to trade for him.
What a round. What a
That could have got
huge
ugly
round
for
to win
MIBR,
here.
but the plan with your lurk player falls flat. They had the contingency of just bum rushing B.
Beautiful job getting back into that round.
Why do they reshow? What's the point of that?
Boss again.
Okay, that's kind of annoying, actually.
MIBR firepower. And hey, a fortunate spam kill from Zekin too, but being able to win an isolated
he did miss his first
1v1
shot, though.
against Neon, one of the most talented, I think, B anchor players on Split. His Omen there is so strong.
I love watching high-level
so for Zekin
Valorant.
to be able to just double satchel in, basically no utility. The flash didn't really connect onto Neon.
It's
and then
so
win
fun.
that out to
MIBR is
open it
actually
up.
good. I love that.
So good.
And these two teams, look, they're so close on paper. Coming into this game, both 3-1. MIBR is plus 31, LEV's plus 30 map differential. They're like 7-2, 7-3 respectively in maps. The big difference between them is champions points. 15 champions points for Leviathan coming into this game. MIBR, 4. Leviathan have an insurance policy. If they have a bad run
Does that mean
here in stage
Sen
two,
versus
something
Crew
goes
was
wrong,
not
if they
high
end up
level?
in their planes, and who knows what happens.
100%. That's exactly
They're
what
in
I'm
good
saying.
shape.
Not a comparison
still,
to this.
for a spot of champions. MIBR don't have that luxury. They must play through. Either get through play-ins, which, by the way, is dangerous because 3 challengers
I
teams
think
in EMEA
Sen's
have
calling
already
overall
won
is
their
always good,
first
though.
games in those play-ins against some
Like
very
good.
quality teams.
Like very good.
Names you might
But
know, like Fnatic,
I was very
for
disappointed
example.
with their sunset.
You don't want to go to play-ins.
I will
You don't
never
want
be disappointed
Coach
with Lev's
Kaplan and
calling,
to come back
ever.
and kick you down. You want to skip it. But skipping it means much more to MIBR because they'd lack the buffer of champions points.
Spike's caught on that cross and he knows it. Let's say it's out of there straight away. Both drones are just
They're
used
doing
up
the
mid and
opposite of what they did in the
broken
first round,
immediately
where they
for
were trying to walk
MIBR.
A with the dog going up mid and pressuring mid.
Be a fast
This time they're going
into
B.
this.
It's a straight up B
Exact-
pop.
Neon
Oh
without
boy.
a
Does he use the paranoia
to
right
delay,
away?
without a
If he
kill
does, they're
either.
playing
He
on.
is really broken right now, but Sato is there to assist from heaven.
He has to
I
get
mean,
it. He
sometimes you
had
just
to
give
get
up the
it.
side
He
because
had
no
to.
seekers, but look at
Wait,
Leviathan.
trades?
Disrespect. They do not care. They fight ahead of them, and Sato from Rafters starts them off. This leaves Tex and Mazzino essentially out in the open. And MIBR in a position
I mean,
where
both
they've already
duelists just died without
committed so
anything.
much, they may as well throw
Both
the whole
duelists
lot
died
in.
without getting a single kill.
And that has caused them to get absolutely mulched.
It wasn't even a bad call, to be honest.
Lev switching up the game plan there on B.
Two
We saw
Heaven
them go
guys.
for full
This is
retakes
these
before,
entries
but
that are
in this scenario, in a scrappier round,
are
where they don't
not
have
going
great
your way.
weapons,
Is just the round is lost.
they need to thrive in a bit of a more chaotic situation. And they
Aspas
do
has
just
to get that guy. Like, I'm sorry.
Kind of the
He has
beauty
to.
of Lev. They have the individual
Look how
talent
sexy
to
this
make
Phantom
things
is, bro.
work when the rounds are getting chaotic.
How can a skin look
but
this
they
good?
also have that structure to rely on when they need it as well. Just all aspects of the game are so high level.
And I wonder if you're MIBR in that round and you expect Lev to give up the
So
side
pretty.
because of that sheer
With the
weight of
Master's
you
buddy
to
as well.
pass the seekers.
Come
They
on,
have
bro.
been in the past.
Chat, come on.
I think that's what really takes them off guard.
You know, they were playing for more of the timings where the spike was getting down. Maybe they flood in earlier in the half. We saw them play for the full retake as well, but you know that's not an option on the eco. They don't have the util for that, so they play to the only win con they have.
And it's a one-round map.
I need to see these entries. I want to see how Zekin died. I know how Aspas died.
Both of the
And he
pistol
definitely could have gotten that kill.
Already, I think a testament to the level.
I mean,
that
they both had their
level
chances,
at on
honestly.
Split.
They both had their chances to get the kills. They just missed their
Again,
kills.
the level in which they are.
Exec is fine.
on
Strat was fine.
8-match win streak here.
Yeah, don't want to understate that little fact. So now, playing it around, there's nothing overly significant for MIBR on the horizon outside of the showstopper. I think Zekin might like to have that all for himself.
Doing what
No, in fact,
Lev
pushing
did.
ahead of it. There's some
B
pace
didn't
here.
work.
The
Let's
Omen
B pop again.
smoke
They have to cancel
does
though
slow
now.
them down,
Fucking Phoenix Molly and Viper Molly at B main. That's nasty work. They baited out a lot of util right there. They could re-hit B late and it would be huge.
It's going to be tough to deal with. Mazino has saved the Trailblazer for it though.
Showstopper in the
I'm not gonna lie, they got to re-hit B. They baited out all the initial util. They re-hit B, they win.
Trailblazer can get some early info. Zakin is very deep in here. Oh
what a
my
fucking
goodness,
kill.
that is crazy!
What a kill, and he lived B-pop. Guaranteed B-pop. They have no counter util minus Neon Flash. or Omen Flash.
Done.
They're going A.
And King was worried about the follow-up. He's not in a position to trade for his teammate inside
They've gone
the
A.
Viper's pit.
Sato down. I'm just thinking about how important the flashes have been in when have been in the situations where
look at the previous round
into the sights. Yeah,
oh, that timing on that Prowler is godlike
from Sato.
For MIBR. And Neon still stayed. Why?
It's going to be that lone backside anchor, going to feel the pressure of Zakin coming in, but a well-timed sees put Spike in position to succeed, but he can't capitalize.
Showstopper gets committed towards that Raptor player as well. It's not needed in the end, and Blozin is able to make his way out onto the side. He's being joined by Neon with the TP forward. Neon now smokes his own position.
Wait,
at
this
risk
guy's
of being
the best player in the
overrun,
world
but holds
for a
his
reason.
own now, and he'll speculate here.
Wait, he's being annoying
Sitting
as fuck.
inside the smoke,
Why
buying
is he so
time.
annoying?
This stall is incredible, and now King's able to come in for the
Neon's
Raptors.
the most annoying player in the
Hit him
world.
with
What the fuck is
it's on
that?
Verno now, but time just isn't there.
This guy's
somehow
actually just terrorized
Neon stays
MIBR
alive the
by
whole
doing
round
nothing.
and finds 3 kills. This guy is impossible to dig out.
That's London MVP pedigree from Neon. Don't often see him in those crazy A anchoring situations. It's usually over on B, but
I'm not going to blame the strat. I'm not going to blame the strat. Either bomb site was good to hit there. The fact that they were able to regroup
timings around that anchor smoke
and hit is fine already. And they got the entry on
leg up in that anchor. And
Neon,
King's there at the right time.
aka Spikes in.
Oh man, quite a challenge heading into this timeout. Mazino is realizing or remembering just how suffocating the King system can be.
I don't know. I would have preferred B only because of how much utility they baited out on the initial fake. Not fake, but they were trying to hit, but then all that util came and they canceled. So I would have preferred B, but I don't think it would have made a difference. They were 2-2 anyway.
That is
either
not
site
the
was
truth.
fine.
The way he's been playing in Stage 2, Ospas always heats up when it's time for champions. We saw that last year with MIBR.
Now we get split screen. I know. What is the point of this split screen?
In that Stage 2.
Give it to me when a team loses or wins a round.
Bounces back massively.
Live.
Played
I want to see
amazing
it
at
live.
champions as well. But to see him in this head-to-head going up against Neon, I mean, if we somehow end up in a situation too where we get to see the Ospas Jet versus the Neon Jet, I mean, that is magic right there.
Both of them having.
Is it just me or was
games.
Xenia slash pure ass? I didn't notice.
Ospas
Actually, don't know. You might be right. I don't know.
Putting their numbers up.
The calling is so good from both teams, though.
However, you did mention that the attack side ARPing had left.
Helps when you get that attack side entry, though.
Just a rifle this round because MIBR have got some money problems.
Trying to bait out the B main retake again.
The other rifle. We've seen a similar buy for MIBR in a previous round, and it did not work out.
Aspas second with guns. Anything can happen, guys.
There you go.
Unfortunately, MIBR is walking right into Lev's setup.
Look at how heavily Leviathan have indexed into the mid control here.
Unless they don't.
It is teeming with them.
MIBR.
Virtually, though, there's no safe lanes to sneak through here because...
I mean, Lev's just doing everything to get info, man. Everything.
Yeah, and even
nothing going on at middle, all good. Let's just go back and re-clear A main. Nothing going on at A main. Interesting, all good.
They know that at any given time, Lev could just pop out with a flash, go
this guy doesn't have a molly delay. So what now?
King just spotted a rifling play. This should be very telling.
MIBR have picked the right side.
Leviathan just now responding on that A side
if the exec is good, this is over.
Into heaven control. There's a window here for MIBR to exploit. They've got to accelerate.
Oh, he got the kill
little
before.
swing. King's been taken down here with the paranoia, but he doesn't care. Drops down to the side, and now this overdrive is in play. Spike is hitting them hard from above. Verno finds the answer. That's the bandit singing out. It's a 2v3. Leviathan, though,
nah, they're aware attacks.
And now Verno desperately digging for a way out of this situation.
Verno gets that kill 1 second before they stop looking at text.
But he is 1v2. And the Nightfall is not going to be easy to play into either.
Specifically versus EG, he's known for these.
Sprinting towards spawn right now. They know
we
they
can't
can
hear
run
them.
out there. Yeah,
Unlucky.
Completely unaware.
No sound, unlucky.
It's the correct timing for MIBR to push mid in a round that they're a little underbought in. They make it close, but once again, that double rifle force up.
What a huge rotate by Spike Zen. Good time to ult as well.
Drive in against pistols. I'm shocked.
Literally saved the round.
I mean, Bruno had to hit some crazy shots in this round.
Damn. I don't know if that's a mistake from Tex to not be there looking at B Heaven, but I don't know if they like exec way before.
Round number 20 coming at you, and Leviathan have now gotten into the lead.
Like, I don't know what the comms were like, and if Tex is supposed to be there holding that B Heaven.
Looking to have real stopping power against the MIB numbers that are threatening that side of the map, and Zekin's already been picked up.
Cover going out.
Really?
One half of the duelist duo that has been trying to create all the space on these execs. So when it comes time for one, a lot of pressure on Ospas' shoulders to come up with some kind of critical kill.
2-1.
That one pick.
They're grouping up towards A.
I wish Aspas took this timing, but this doesn't know if anyone's in A
He
site.
wants to be
Now they're walking right into the trap.
Started with a flash as well. Dangerous now. These mid-round refights of the Phoenix. And MIBR get completely dashed.
Oh, wow. They're broke.
Upon the rock.
They're completely broke.
Not even remotely close.
LEV have so much money to play with.
LEV just always with these refight options. And
That's
it's going
game,
to be
I think.
Spike and
That's
Sato
huge, for
in
sure.
your face.
What a shot.
The most dangerous double duelist duo in the world right now.
Damn, Aspas had the correct read the first time. If he'd walked into the A-bomb site there, it's a free A-bomb site. But again, when the opponent has all of ramp, they would have probably retaken on them anyway.
I feel like it needs to be reiterated, but this is an 11-9 lead against an MIBR that won both pistol rounds. If there were ever to be a testament to the level that Leviathan are at on Split, this is it. It's about to be their ninth win on this map in a row against
we are
so
definitely
many
not winning, but thank you.
teams.
I keep thinking back to this
Can't wait to. I'm actually preparing my acceptance speech as we speak.
Comes onto this team.
That's why
he says we
I haven't been streaming a lot.
Be relying on individual heroics anymore.
On the speech.
Aspas cannot just be the best player in the server anyway. MIB have to be the better 5. But rounds like that are so definitive for me. Neon with a variation, picked up the op for the first time in this game, finds that first pick, and then
damn, I feel for MIBR. I gotta feel for MIBR here.
Ruined by the duelist
LEV is just really that good.
No one does.
The depth on this team is unbelievable.
These guys.
It's funny too, you mentioned the op.
Existing bot being the prime.
Doesn't even bother with it this time. Back to the rifle. I'll just throw it out for one round and also just instill the fear that you're gonna have to deal with it again, but I'll just be rifling instead.
That threat of activation, the conditioning that it can instill. Yeah, it's got all of MIBR on the A side now.
Against the comp lacking a sentinel, MIBR would love to just get a big exec
overall LEV is
into this
probably
site,
better.
not have a lot of util to deal with, and get this pit down as the win con.
Okay, so far not so shabby. MIBR, despite being in a bit of an awkward buy, get straight on into this A side and get the aforementioned
Here come the retakes.
Covers elbow as well, so your entrance route from screens is completely denied.
Seen this retake a billion times.
Here from A main. They've got a lot of flash util to rely on. Aspas needs to find great success here, and will only find the singular. Mizzino just flashed out of his mind over on the site, and now Leviathan have position. They're going to start encroaching. Shots now into this Viper's pit, and there's Spike sliding in to ruin your day. That's a heartbreaker, a backbreaker for MIBR.
It's stunning. It's just the highest echelon of Valorant play. The way that they immediately work the map around the pit, they do not care.
What do you do versus the LEV retakes?
Opposite side.
Nothing.
And as the trio, specifically that double duelist duo, they are picking off the lone players. Find Mizzino at screens. Perfect. Flash him up. Deal with him. Blows is ready for the late A main player. Deals with him.
You need space, man. Aspas had space since easy spawn at least, but he was by himself.
And then at the very end,
if Aspas had one other guy with him, those trades go MIBR's way.
Run it with Spike.
And then they're able to rewrap to Heaven and then play for the Heaven plant. But I don't even think it was planned for Heaven.
These complex situations, Aspas though,
another entry.
Speed as well. That's Spike off the map.
He's low though, blows in, sees an opportunity here just to dig in and get an easy kill. Still though, MIBR have the side access, and crucially they're in the screens. Verno fighting and Heaven fighting it for his life, and they're not ready for him at all. Brazen.
They're rage rushing after they plant the bomb as well.
Confident position there.
They plant the bomb and they're rushing them. It's the only way to beat the retake. Just kill them. Kill them before they can even come close to retaking. Don't even let them have the thought.
Dial up the aggression. It works out.
Bozina's got nothing to do here, but some money and a chance to keep a cap on MIBR's.
Comes down to the entry though. Aspas entry again.
Win here. Simply here for exits. Makes the incorrect call on how MIBR will choose to abscond though, and ultimately he'll come up with nothing.
Alright.
The round wins for MIBR have been mostly hard fought. Feels like this is the most decisive one that they've gotten on attack. Even when you think back to like the anti-eco on round 2, it comes down to a one-on-one clutch.
Love this timing from
Great
Verno.
play. Great play.
He's able to obviously punish Sato pretty badly.
No more Phoenix ult either.
And he can play off that Seeker that was coming through as well. See that King had to deal with that, just gets 2 free kills.
Just so well played. When they get aggressive, when teams get aggressive versus LEV,
important round to win.
It can get weird.
A Guardian for
it's the only time they get uncomfortable.
To compensate. Fast playing towards mid. Aspas, he wants to get the knives out, but Spike is waiting in the corner. This has been a position LEV have taken up most rounds
and
here in
this time
mid.
the entry goes in favor
But
of
Aspas is
LEV.
only testing that spot on that timing for the first time.
If MIBR can slowly work this round, they are truly elite.
Leviathan
Down
have
one
this
man.
map within their grasp right now. And they do not let go of a situation like this. 5v4 on defense, on split, on their home map. MIBR are up against an unbelievable challenge here. If Leviathan just played to a full retake.
Mazzino's taking his timing. If his team fakes here.
How good those are. Countless
Never mind.
times.
They're just in B.
This match, or any of the last ones, the way they burst back into these sites, play with the utils together is so good.
And they have so much.
Oh my God! What more can he do?
Two in that? I mean, I'm looking at the mini map and thinking,
what
wow,
more
they're even
can
gonna try
he
to pick
do?
off that one lurk and then go
He
back.
caused everyone to be to go away and gets 2.
And the Phoenix util. They've got a
Okay,
fair
his
bit
team
to
better win
clear
in this
these
round.
corners.
Actually,
A Haunt wouldn't have hurt though.
this hell guy makes me nervous.
For the map.
Oh, this hell position makes me so nervous.
That retake.
It's so 50-50.
One way we've seen pretty standard. Tex is going to be waiting.
His flash is guaranteed hitting Ian.
Landing on him, fortunately. Here's the aforementioned util used to clear some of the side. No one's checking for Texas, but it doesn't matter. Sato's quicker on the trigger finger. Zakin gives himself away prematurely now, and he'll have to fight into a double face. Verno out in the open. And tomorrow's Stars are obviously ahead of schedule, notching up a huge win on split to start the series.
2 pistols won for MIBR, and yet Leviathan just look in control the entire time.
I mean,
So
everyone is in 1v1 position.
Early
Man,
into it, they take that lead on the first half.
Every single player, because they were worried about flank, right? There's a potential flank going. How is there no one in B? There could be a guy flanking down mid. So they're worried about that. And so, because I think Mazzino only saw 4 out of the 5 players. So because of that, they have to look at flank, so there has to be a player B main unless they're high-low backside, which isn't viable in a 3v3. Which means Tech should not be that progressed, man. He has to play pillar. He should not be hell there. If he's hell in that situation, I mean, it's just so 50. It's just like, if you die, it's over. But I guess he's like hoping to get 1, then die, and it's 2v2, and he gets max info on where they're retaking from him and who's where. He just has to get the kill, that's all. He just has to kill 1. Good fucking map though, no? Like, actually great map. Good anti-stratting from MIBR. Like, actually. Even though they lost, good anti-stratting. Good overall calling from Mazzino as well. I know his stats don't reflect it, but he had great calling game. Spacinho, 8 first bloods, by the way. That's the guy you call a baiter for some reason. I don't know their sunset comp. What a recovery this half by LEV as well. Actually, what a recovery. 4-0 down to make it 6-6. It's pretty insane.
Express. Unlock free cosmetics, including Lightning Kicks Buddy and more. Scan to subscribe.
Oh, great game. It's a great game so far. 4-0 is very easy to come back though. Okay. Sky or Fade? Legit. It's so even that it's not even worth discussing how even it is. It's so dependent on what style you want to play. And I know I say that a lot with a bunch of comps, but it's true. 2 Prowlers is really good. 2 Flashes is also really good for different reasons. The eye, having the eye is insane. You know? I think I would slightly give the edge to Fade. And the reason is I think the tether is more important than the heal. But that's just me. Fade ult, true. I think Fade ult also slightly gaps the Sky ult in most in situations on split. Most situations on split. But it is still pretty even. Like I would say 60-40, maybe even 55-45 in favor of Fade. Like for example, if you have a comp that has no flashes, for like if you have Jet and Jet Neon or Jet Rays, and you have no flashes, then I think it's good to have Sky, right? You need flashes alongside the Paranoia. So it's more a necessity that you need the flashes at that point. And then if you have Phoenix in the case of LEV, then Fade is better, I think.
With assistant coach Jean to talk a little bit about it. Jane, I want to ask about the current situation with the team and the current standings, because the maps and the way that this is going, sometimes teams are able to win that way. So you're undefeated on Split for quite some time. You're going into a sunset that is the 2-1 score right now, and a lot of teams have been banning against you, so we haven't gotten a chance to see it. Do you feel like the team won since that Vita?
We are very confident with the split. Even when we started losing, we still felt like we could win it. So I think for us, it was important to start with the split and also being the first map. So I think probably Lotus is also a good decider. So I think the draft is good for us, yeah.
Wait, how's Zach play?
Should we expect any comp changes at all or not?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
We'll see. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everyone. A tight series, or rather a tight map to start the series. Zoe here, joined by Emily and Andrew, and we're about to break it down. Well,
who's the best
IGL
in the world?
Like a tale of two halves here. So let's start with the first one, because MIBR, we're off to a good start. Winning the
I would have to say King.
Yeah, I mean they won the early pistol.
I feel like LEV plays the most beautiful Valorant in the world.
3.
So I have to say King right now.
And we can look at it.
But I haven't watched a lot of EMEA, if any, so I don't know. I haven't watched much China, or at all, so.
Leviathan walked in the site, thought it was cleared, but no, ends up losing on time. They don't have time to plant the spike, and you think MIBR, they win the first 4 in a row, they're going to run away with this map. But then in the second
he's
half,
definitely in the conversation.
Surprise, surprise,
definitely.
Bro
I
thinks
think
he's
NRG mid-rounds
Verno.
are absolutely filthy, and I think mid-round is where you see if an IGL is good or not. So Ethan as an argument is actually not bad. NRG, when they get into these weird scrappy 3v3s, have some of the greatest overall chem and mid-rounding out of like any team, basically. Almost anyone. It's so annoying. They're able to fake with 2 guys while one guy's taking a timing, and then once that guy has the timing and takes the site, they fake and then they come back to him. They don't panic on bomb plant situations. They just play the 3v3s out. Those high pressure, high intensity situations, I feel like NRG is very good at those, and I think Ethan is credited to a lot of that. So you could say Ethan too.
15 first kills to 8 deaths and lose by 3 rounds? Nah, guys.
I feel like most of those first kills were at the hand of Aspos as well. Yeah. So even in their loss, like Aspos played phenomenal. Like this is the Aspos
What
of
did you ask? Thoughts on which challenger teams showing a good series against the partner teams? Like who I think, I haven't watched any tier 2, I'm gonna be honest, so it would be like kind of me talking out of my ass saying like, oh, I think this team's gonna do good. I literally told my chat I will gift 1,000 subs if anyone in Americas. Did I say Americas or world? I think I said Americas. If anyone in Americas from VCT or tier 2 makes it to champs. Because that's how confident I am in our how skilled the top teams in Americas are.
Yeah, Aiden too in those first bloods, which was a majority of their first kills as a team, but still, it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, and I mean, look, it's something Leviathan are still going to have to be aware of, but I think once Leviathan dialed into running those splits through mid where they could pinch in and just be more diligent with the utility to clear
any of the top
off
teams
of the early angles,
you are dumb.
that was the key. And then I think once
Definitely
they got
didn't
onto
say
the
that.
defense side themselves, it wasn't as concerning because all of a sudden you don't have to worry about Osboss's operator being around any corner. It simplified the game a whole lot once they moved to the defense.
Yeah, I think there were a lot of highlight-worthy moments, a lot of good moments for the reels, you know, for these players. But now we're heading on to Sunset. This is a map, Emily, that both of these teams have been finding a decent amount of success on.
Yeah, and they look good. The one thing that I'm looking at is when we look back at that first map of Split, one thing that stood out to me on Lev's defense side was Neon pulling out that operator on the Omen and finding success there. It's going to be the same story on Sunset, especially if they don't have any changes to their comp. They tend to run that chamber on Neon, him opping on those aggressive lines, and then having the duelist play elsewhere. And that's one thing that I think at least MIBR, their comp can prevent. They just have to be very mindful with their utility, especially when they're running that Cypher, using that cam to get that early info and making the most out of their Sova utility to try and punish that.
I think this game is going to come down in a lot of ways, similar to Split there, to the early fights that these teams are taking. I think now Leviathan, they're much more aware of how MIBR want to approach a lot of those fights around Osboss, and it's going to be even that much more of a challenge to beat Osboss, or for Osboss to beat Leviathan on that op.
Yeah, man, this is going to be a tough one for MIBR coming back after such a close first map. So let's hear what Coach Fraud has to say ahead of map 2.
With playoffs on the line, there is a lot of pressure for LEV and also for MIBR and Fraud. There's been multiple occasions this year where MIBR has been in the spot under pressure and they haven't been able to close it out. So this time around, how are they going to do it?
Yeah, I mean, we've suffered a lot this year, so I guess our mindset is like, can't get any worse than it already has been. So we're not too focused on all of that. We're just focused on playing our game and putting a good performance out there. We thought we did a really good job on that map, but they really kicked our butts. So to be honest, we just gotta, play our game and we'll be fine.
Is that what you were telling the guys out there?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, just stick to the plan, stick to the game plan, and everything is gonna be good.
All right, thank you so much. Good luck.
Yeah, I think butt kicking was done on both sides, honestly, so they definitely shouldn't be too down on themselves. Again, Sunset is the map we're heading toward now, and this is a really important match, of course, for both of these teams because it's a win and in scenario for those playoffs.
Yeah, and this should also be where we're going to see that neon head-to-head, right? Osboss moving back off that jet, going on that neon, being a lot more aggressive, being a lot quicker with the space that he wants to take. Lev, they're going to have to witness it firsthand. They're going to have to be able to counter that since MIBR will be standing on that or starting on that attack out.
Yeah, the main difference
which
there
IGL style in most matches, your style. I mean, I'm gonna say King, but I think I only because the reason I glaze it so much is because it works so well. Maybe even Boaster, I would say similar. I don't know, something like that. Sadak too to some degree. Like we have a lot of similarities in the way that we like to call. I think. I haven't like talked to them about calling specifically, but just based off their teams playing. I just love the ability to. I honestly, Ethan as well. Like, I would probably say more Ethan than anyone else. I love the way NRG play, specifically the mid rounds. Yeah, we'll go with Ethan.
I
think LEV have way more protocols than anyone, it feels like. Or they're just hive mind to a point that I haven't seen ever. Like, they are crazy hive mind. They always know what their teammates are doing. And I think a key reason for that, and the player that's very underrated on this team, is Spike Zen. His positioning as a duelist, even though he's not always the star, his individual positioning is so annoying for opponents to deal with. I think this guy is so underrated.
It's almost always the same across all the maps they play.
They are all good, though. I mean, they're all so good.
I would be surprised to see Leviathan really stray.
He just makes it so frustrating and makes it easy for his teammates to get kills, if that makes sense. Like, he plays Neon for his team. Does that make, like, he plays the most, how do I put this? Like, he does not focus on his individual shit when he's playing Neon, it feels like. It's always for the team. Unselfish, yeah.
Their perma basically for the entire year. They got
This is all the right things. Like, this is what I would want my Neon to do. So basically is what I'm saying. Like, out of any Neon in the world, I would want this guy to be my Neon.
Push that map before, and honestly, I don't think it's happening. I think we're done here.
Yeah, as we said, right, as we were setting up this match, we've only really seen.
They know each other since they were extremely young, and especially Sato and Spikes, their friends in school. Having insane IRL connection matters so much in the game. Yeah, in general it does. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, for sure. But looking back at Sunset, because you know.
Yeah, I mean, dude. NRG and LEV are going to go at it for so long. I'm hoping to keep their cores and their lineups, honestly.
They run at Fate, and if nothing's changed, you have to think about how they're going to deal with
rivalry in Americas is going to be annoying to deal with.
On that Cypher, locking sites down, lurking. They don't have a whole lot of info or a lot of shocks, for example. It could be because they're not running that silver to break a lot of those setups. So that could also.
We just need. I'm gonna be honest. We just need MIBR to fucking make the LAN one time. One time, I need to see this team. If I'm not going to see Fnatic, which is likely not going to happen now, 99% chance that Fnatic doesn't qualify anymore. At the very least, give me MIBR at this LAN.
Really choke out a lot of the information they have as long as you're not easily able to go up there. And by virtue of having the chamber in your wheelhouse, that means you almost
because we already know NRG's through. We know G2 is through.
And making it
off
really
points.
Hard,
and we know
to take any amount of forward space.
LEV is through.
Now for everyone watching,
it's just that last spot.
Who's
I'll take 100 Thieves. Don't get me wrong.
For a while, and that's
but I want to see MIBR. I said it. I need to see it.
That is currently being resolved. So a slight delay whilst we're busting out the Macarena.
Holy moly!
We'd love to look at those hips. Hello.
Do you think Sato ever wishes that anyone on his team would get up and dance with him?
They kind of let him down. Not gonna.
Like, ideal world, we get 100 Thieves and MIBR and no G2. But that's just my personal, like, I've seen G2 enough. I'm not even saying, like, oh, they had enough chances, they don't deserve to go to Melon. No, it's not about that. They performed well this year. They got enough points. If they deserve to go, they'll go. It's not about that. It's more, I've just seen them a lot. I want to see someone else. That's all it is. I just want to see someone else.
RGX Blade? That looked like the RGX Blade animation.
Is that what he's doing?
Oh no, is he doing?
I think we're playing. We're playing mimes here. So yeah, Sato, keep it up. Can't wait. That counts as a warm up for this match. And while we wait for the delay on stage to be resolved, here's a clip from the series Coaches on Coaches featuring Leviathan's.
Why are you hating on Tex? Oh, hating on Tex too much.
Yo al menos como entrenador.
Ever since you said that Sen is your dark horse, they haven't won a game.
Pero este año creo que
that can't possibly be true. Let's go ahead and fact check that one. Oh, fuck. Well, they won 2 games prior and then lost. I mean, so they were in 2-game winning streak. I said they were my dark horse, and then they lose 3 in a row. Huh. Not bad.
Ese espacio, ese lugar para que ellos tengan aportes. Pero creo que de todas formas el entrenador sí tiene que tomar esa figura de liderazgo y liderar la conversación, por lo menos en cuanto hacia dónde va. Creo que todo parte de la visión del entrenador.
Sí.
Y una vez que conoces a los jugadores fuera del server, los tenés que conocer cómo piensan dentro del server. Hoy por hoy, por ejemplo, mi camino con King no siempre ha sido un camino de rosas, ¿no? Él en 2022 no quería ser IGL, yo lo forcé a ser IGL.
I think Tex does not take enough of his own timings, or he doesn't trust his own timings enough. And I think he should. I think he has a good brain for the game. And I think he knows what's happening around the map way more than he thinks. This is just my opinion. And he should trust his timings more, like King does. But again, that comes with winning. That comes with, like, the confidence in your team. You know, and that even if you die here, it's okay. Your team can win the round. So right now, I feel like he's a little, you know, like, I don't know. I can't explain it. He's just too cautious. Playing too cautious. Yeah, like he's hesitating on things he knows are correct. I can see it. I can literally see it watching him play when he's taking, when he's alone, lurking. And the reason I think that's the case is because I've been through that as well. Where as a lurker, you kind of have to gamble. You might die here if you take this timing and you're wrong, but you have to believe in your instincts. You also believe that your team is making enough noise to where this should work, and you kind of go through with it. Whereas like King, for example, walking into A when his team's B splitting, those kinds of timings, I feel like if Ian took those more often, he would definitely have more success individually. And I do think overall his positional play is good. He does sometimes miss, I agree. Like the Heaven kill, on A Heaven, that kill, and then the Hell kill as well at B at the last round. Those two kills he should just always get. But it's not often enough for me to warrant cutting someone, especially when MIBR is like improving clearly, and they are playing a team like LEV.
He's Arspos. He's playing with that level of confidence.
Is what I'm saying.
But that aggression has never lacked in Spike's play. You think back, even when he was in Challengers, making it through Ascension, he was playing Neon on this map, and the style has never changed for him. He has always had that maxed out aggression.
And a fun sub thing to this game, I feel, is the chance to watch Zekken and Sato go at it here. Two of our standout Phoenix players from this stage. Sato, of course, the standout in London. And Zekken is someone who refuses to be a footnote. This guy is going to put his name in lights one way or another. And here, on a map to stay alive in this series, not a bad time for it.
Now, all of the stakes here for MIBR, the importance of this game can't be understated. It's in these qualifying situations throughout this year that they have faltered, even against LEV in the upper semi to qualify for London. They were bested, knocked down into the lower, knocked out of that stage 1 playoffs.
How about
skipping into these playoffs would be so important.
Wyatt, I wanted to chill and sort of talk some narrative with you, but we saw Leviathan thrust straight down mid into the tiles, and they are not moving, bro. They are still here, committed, and that might end up being their undoing. Mizzino's having to dig them out. Arspos checks for a push-up deep mid. The spike's recovered.
X has found an opening in the map of all the noise created.
Do we check this? There's no way. It might be just different like that.
Really nice adjustment, and now Tex is going to play this situation with discipline.
I come back and Tex just owns him.
Team retains the man advantage. MIBR just need to trade off of each other effectively. Look at Arspos' position behind. He needs to find the flank timing, and he does.
It's on Blazine now.
Is MIBR one all pistols?
Mizzino, the only one shot for him. Oh, Arspos down to 38 as well. Gonna have to put this together. One bullet left. That's a little uncomfortable, I won't lie. He's gonna need a couple more than that. And Tex eventually emerges from his hiding place. The key for MIBR in this round.
3-0 on pistols now in this series. Or MIBR.
I don't care. Give me a map.
The hell?
Well, if there was one to take, it would be Sunset. They have looked great here so far.
Why do they guys tweak out? They had put money on the game or what? What's happening here? Don't tell me I lagged out. Just do not tell me that.
Have looked great here.
I fed the cats. I know. I was literally there when you fed them.
Have looked great here so far. LEV.
What is going on? Bruh. Anyone else complaining? That's what I'm talking about.
Textures on the map to look like split B main because that's
Stream's still alive, I bet.
What do you mean?
Yeah, look at this. Quality is fucking great here.
YouTube stream? Okay, give me a second. You're fucking kidding me right now. You're fucking serious right now. This isn't it. This isn't it at all. Oh.
They
closed that.
And of course,
yes, that there.
Is perfectly suited for LEV, but I think the reason that so many people feel that their London win is not a flash in the pan is because we have seen all of their players be so dynamic in the role swaps. They have the ability to go to different agents, and it feels like no matter what meta comes next in Valorant, they have the personnel to make it work.
Go with that flexibility, and again, we're always surprised from the extent of the discipline.
I made him waste like 500 bucks.
Is it on me? But the extent of discipline we see from Leviatan's young players.
This Phantom is so good looking. I just want it one time. One time in my store.
One of your hats. Back inside Bo, but Leviathan are positioned there.
LEV retakes.
They've got
Okay,
the better weapons
let's see.
all around like this, but they don't have
Let's see
position
what
yet.
MIBR's play is to retake this. Triple push market, maybe?
Flawless so far on this map.
Yeah, LEV's only option is to play for retake. The Phoenix Fade, opposite side of the map, so the valuable util to get back in. Not there in time for a flood. Fast lane's out, but they can't actually capitalize off that. Can't capitalize off the haunt either.
Yep.
MIBR really stalling them out effectively.
That paranoia was really disruptive. Now they're going to have a crack at it. Those Ekans got to be dug out of the corner pretty much straight away. And here's Neon getting active from market, brought down, but Spike is still trying to find his way towards this Spike location with a bit of burst of speed. Mazzino stops him in his tracks. Masano's there to pick up the pieces, and it's Ferno v Sato. The former chunked down to 2. That is masterful mechanics.
He gets that second kill, it's over.
From one of the brightest
nice
prospects
try, though, on the post plant.
Into
nice
VCT Americas. Sato ends the round.
That was the kind of situation.
Very nice try. Good util. Good spacing of util to stop the spawn retake over and over again. They stopped 2 waves of a retake. Or 2 waves of util.
This was honestly looking good for MIBR. The opening from Spike was so good, though. That's, yeah, after they use the fast lane, after they already use the haunt, they have to go in a pretty dry of utility, but they're still able to make it work. Not without serious losses, though. It's going to result
so dangerous.
in a pretty miserable bye.
Yep.
And classically, Onur is pissed about something.
Still a little
It was
high.
an expensive round, in fairness.
This should be good.
They might be still with rifles. Aplenty. Running back here, there's actually a potential push here coming down from short. Leviathan getting pretty active on the A side of the map. Sato's got to be knocked back out of ult. But there's Tex, head harder strikes already, and Spike is looking dangerous.
No way.
Good flash.
No way he's alive.
My
No way he's alive. There's no way he's alive.
Hot and heavy, nowhere to go, inside elbow, and it's all down
El terrorismo.
to Mazzino.
El terrorista.
Once again, every pillar on his team crumbles before he has a chance to put his plan into action. That is brutal.
There is no reason that should be working out for LEV outside of the fact that we all know, feels like it doesn't even need to be stated, but the individual skill on this team is unbelievable.
I agree. This agent is so fucking.
They have 2 players here fully caught in elbow, Neon and Blows. They have circled around the site to push behind them. They have 1 guy in front, and Neon just 2 headshots with that headhunter. Gets rid of both of them while the rest of the team flood in from the opposite side. It's ridiculous. It is just that skill on display.
MIBR trying to play a bit up tempo themselves now.
Something Sen should have done. Backhaul control.
Get up towards A main.
Force the backhaul control.
All right, run it back. Zekat's trying
Looks
to get
like they're zigzagging A through
clearing
backhaul.
elbow, but Leviathan are poised here to flood back onto the side from
Huge.
short.
They're ready to flood as well.
Down. Where are the rest of
Wow.
MIBR supposed to come from now? Fear of God struck in them.
Instantly shut down.
And Spike encroaches with this overdrive. He's a little bit low.
Damn.
And he's going to try and play his life a little more here.
What do you even do?
Again, we're just seeing that quickness in Leviathan to get into the site, to fight together. MIBR trying to get through elbow, but they're really all just stuck there. They're getting denied in the choke.
Look at Neon. He knew that cage was going to get popped. He plays ahead of it.
And now that we've got him on Chamber, we are
Let's look at these guys.
A ton of
it's perfect.
He is one of the best right now.
Here's the swing off that flash. It's what Phoenix offers you midway through the round.
They just, it's like they have the map, man.
It's just too easy. Or at least it looks that way. I guess perception is reality.
I think it's just them making it look that way. Even in the mid-round, Relentless, they do not offer MIBR an opportunity to try to work into the site. They just fight straight away. How good is that flash? And then the pick onto Osbos. And the rest of the follow-up is just not able to get into the site on time.
Like,
even on defense, it's LEV playing faster than MIBR with the same comp.
Like, how is it this perfect? How is it even possible?
From executing.
Literally playing a team of AI.
Just choking them out in elbow, the one location that they're stuck in.
Oh.
Neon's got that up.
Well, This is a free kill.
Unlike Baby Bay, he still plays for just the one angle, even though he has a fallback option with this rendezvous.
You know in your heart that PaperX would lose to this too? PaperX got 2 maps on them.
He doesn't put himself in a
And it's
position
because
where he has to
PaperX
make
are so hard to like
flick correction.
read, essentially. Like you can't really play fundamentally sound all the time versus them and expect to win. You have to like kind of play their game to play them. I think it would be a close game again. I don't know who would win though. It's easy to say LEV because they won last time. But PaperX has beaten them in a best of 3. Let's not forget.
Waiting on a timing here. Neon had
I understand 3-2 grand final, but PaperX has also beaten them same tournament. So what are we talking about?
And MIBR with that audio cue know that the operator is on this site. So Aspas gives him a really difficult shot to hit.
It's remarkable that Neon doesn't find anything there, but he's able to slip away. Low as he is, and Aspas is here to finish the job. That's the op clattering out of his lifeless grip. Sato up on the line, deals with Aspas immediately. A headshot.
Jesus.
Tex has got a few of those of his own, but Zekin slides on in.
Winnable.
Sato
Actually
knocked
winnable.
out of his ult. Still, it's an even game in numbers. King
Yeah,
low
look at
as
this
he
utility,
is.
man.
We're in a post plant. Very quickly that spike got down.
They just
amidst
put him in
all
such
that
shitty
chaos.
spots. Now these guys have to
There's a
double
blaze
peek
wall for
something.
Sato to break the map
And
up.
LEV know it.
These weapons aren't good. They're not good at all, and here come the Leviathan Verno trying to find his way out of the corner. It's Blozine. He's going to have to mow them all down. Now he knows where Zekin is. It's just a matter of sticking the landing.
He wasn't going to clear you.
A perfect 10 from the judges as Blows notches up another.
I mean, he can't know,
2
though.
1v1 situations already in this half, and they both
He can't know.
Lev's
There's no way.
on very important round.
Eventually, I think someone would have called it. Yo, he was sight.
Right into this game. Unfortunately, you're just looking at Verno on the side. He never has an opportunity to get into a place to use that Hunter's Fury. They play to a cool little bait setup. That's probably the best option that they have.
Zekin is fucking horrible, bro.
Perfect
Dude, you
timing
are the
on that.
dirt underneath of his shoes. Actual
Weaponry
dirt.
just is not
When it comes to this game.
It's obviously a good
Just a
use case
flake.
for
Piece
that
of
Neon
gum.
Ultimate, right? Overdrive is going to be there. Sato, though, gets this free opportunity to play into Boba aggressively because of run it back. And that's huge because Tex was threatening.
He literally
to do some
accidentally
insane
got
things,
jiggle
pushing
peeked.
deep in that post plant.
He rightfully assumed that the guy was
Now
going to know
break
he's
here.
there, so
You
he
heard
shot.
what Frod said in the halftime.
And then he was fucked
We've
after he
suffered a lot
shot
this year.
because he's stuck in a
We'll do
fucking
anything to
little
get to skip the play
ang-
into the
just this
treachery
little
that
bomb
that
site, this
promises, get a
little ass
direct
ledge.
ticket to
Not ledge,
playoffs.
but you know what I mean.
Because
Little
that's the only
cubby.
way we can secure our berth at Champions. The kind of event that our team was built to win. That is the point of MIBR. That is why they've reverse engineered some of the best players from different eras of this game and brought them together.
It's been in these moments, though, the qualification games.
Inspire.
That is where
You love glazing
this
this LEV team too, huh?
Cannot break.
Because I know you're talking about the Martine
Back
thing.
to
You were like,
kickoff.
well, he dies to
0-3
like Sato in this
Triple
angle.
loss, fully down to the
A
lowest
team
of
like
low
LEV
brackets
would
and
shit
still
on
not getting
Martine.
through.
On the qualifying
You love
game
this,
in
Seema.
London, the upper semi, that was
Adi,
taken by
Odie,
Lev.
thank you for the tier 1, man.
For
Who,
London. Yeah, they're one
who
chance at
would
that
you
global.
be okay with having a
MIBR
fan?
did
I don't know
get
what
token
that
victory
even
against
means. What the fuck is a
Leviathan, and
Yoi?
EWC qualifiers, but it's just hard to really take much stock out of that. Here's
What are you
Tex with
typing
the
to me?
push-up. I like this. Something one
This
for one.
is
Mazzino,
fucking
just
new
a little
gen shit you
trail.
guys are telling me about.
Okay, this does spread the defenders a little bit thin though, and already
I don't get your
we're on
lingo.
our way towards this B side. Neon though looks dangerous, and look at this Nightfall. Naz is going to slow things up a little bit. Blozine doesn't mind sitting here and look at the damage on Aspas. Zekin also decayed down. Can you do more with this?
I mean, they know there's one side. It's just so annoying. If you don't have backside control, it's just so annoying. They have to split B. They can't just hit it. They can't hit it
They
up
are
like
choked
straight
out.
up.
They are suffocated. They have no map control there. They can't get to backside. Lever holding market. They've got every angle.
You can see Blozine thinks he can beat anyone.
Yo!
Barely turned that foul.
Nice shot.
Disgusting. But King is just quick to trade it out.
That is brain dead. That agent can do that, by the way.
King is the reason why
That is
IGLs
brain
don't
dead.
get a pass
That
anymore.
right there is a
You don't
good
get to
example of
turn
how
the game
brain
enough
dead
frag.
this agent is.
Mazzino this time has taken a leaf out of his book at least, but see how this transpires. Bit of a frenzied fight towards tiles at the start of the round, but Neon is able to anchor
What did
this
GMD say?
side
Bro, you gotta
with an
stop
up
playing with that
tour de
Yeet
force
kid? Why, you don't like him? What's wrong with him?
Sato
What,
gets
because
the
I'm
nail
losing?
in for a
That's
round.
okay.
Good for you.
So far, he has been dominant in the Phoenix head-to-head. And there might be another one. It's an early brawl towards A. Aspas.
Spacinho.
Sato gets that
He is running it
opening.
down. You guys
Fast
could
on
call
the
him a
trade.
baiter.
Let's listen to MIBR. They got their first two frags. Can they convert?
I got ulti too. Yeah. My ultimate's ready.
Got it.
Wait, 3 flank after you.
Yeah. With you? I'm gonna let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. He's one.
I got TP and
Chamber lane already. Chamber lane.
B, guys.
Good jiggle.
I planted B.
Fade default. Out there.
I planted B, guys.
Default.
No.
Beautiful shot.
We have some ult.
Yep.
Ah. Just wait for the smoke to go away and then cam him, man. Take your time.
I'm in market.
Definitely take your time there. It's fine though.
I have some ult. They're backside already.
Yeah.
Backside.
No Omen flash.
Lev's reads are instant.
I can my bump.
Yeah, for you.
Rhino has full kit. I might first.
Okay.
I might.
We have died.
They just instantly rotate to A, instantly rotate to B. It's just fucking annoying.
Yep.
How do you even beat them?
Nice.
Beautiful. Nice, guys. Let's go.
Yo, thanks. Let's go, boys. Nice shot, buddy. Nice shot.
I'm afraid MIBR is gonna need 6 rounds this half.
A little bit more like themselves, using that runner back towards A elbow side to chase the kill, really selling the fake.
And crucially, being able to
yeah, not worth ulting there for sure. That part you guys are right about. You guys usually say that and I disagree, but in this case I agree that ult was unnecessary.
Running over MIBR. But they're able to get ahead in the trades there. Always so calm.
Is that right, Marv6? You were thinking the same thing?
They've picked up those since round number 2. It's been those gun rounds. It's been the rounds in between the pistols where they've suffered. They might be our need to get themselves on a streak.
Oh, fam. Same.
They've gone that economy.
I was going to say that. You said it.
Not in danger of being ecoed right now.
I agree. What's wrong with this guy, yo?
Despite this consistent purchase of the op from Neon.
My fault. Are you back yet? Are you back in Toronto yet?
MIBR have been struggling with these B executes.
Okay, drone fake A, pop B.
Get backside space when LEV have defended them heavily. Are they going to do it again?
Sam wanted to hang out. Gotta stay one more day. Oh yeah, Sam's in LA, right?
Really wants to fight it with that flash.
Got you.
King TP'd across, hoping to double up maybe with Spike. This is dangerous for us to push into, but he's going to go for it anyway. He's low.
Oh,
but the
wow. Look at him. Look at him.
Shot on Spike.
He's a baiter though, right? Wait, he's a baiter though.
He's waiting in the wings.
Wait, but he's a baiter though.
Notches up 3. The Leviathan have 0 to say. Nothing. This op has to be maintained for later rounds.
Wait, but...
That's how Ospas plays when he knows that Champions is on the line. That a win here just gets them that much closer to going on this, I don't want to say miracle run, but it feels damn near that they need to qualify for champs this year. Like you mentioned, those points.
Yeah, but he's a baiter.
Window, that's not an option for them. They have to go all the way.
Strictly a baiter, I thought.
And you can see he just
didn't know he had that. What the hell?
I've wanted to see, I feel like everyone has wanted to see Ospas just play the broken agents for years. Never picked up the Yoru. Played a little bit of Neon back in the day.
Even a broken clock is correct twice.
I mean, Frod had him.
You really wanted to use that one, huh?
Yeah.
You were just waiting for the right time.
Fully leaned
you
into
really
it.
wanted to use that one.
That would have been the best agent for him.
You were just waiting.
Like, finally, we are getting him just invested all in on
this broken
Neon,
clock is right quite often,
meta.
unfortunately for you.
And he is providing moments like this in the front lines.
This is a pristine Rolex, brother. Fuck a
I
clock.
also think there's a lot to be said for trusting.
Y'all just ain't appreciating greatness when you see it.
I think Aspas is in a position now where he can have that kind of faith in Zekken, who will be there to pick up whatever is left. In the past, I wouldn't say that was the case.
Cover going out.
That trust has gotten this game to a one
just performative
difference.
entry to cover up his baiting tendency.
MIBR again making their way towards B. Leviathan in the last couple struggled to slow them down. Again, because of the star power of Aspas and Zekken thrust in front of them.
Well, how many people are retweeting? Look at you guys. Fucking rats.
Position of MIBR and their roster building. Burno here on reconnaissance.
Already better than Sun.
That bit of util threaten a mid-split to be.
And if the say site is taken, maybe that is a critical piece of util break to give Texa backstab timing. Neon, Ospas spotting each other out.
Neon yelled it out. Saw a player couldn't quite
Damn.
track the slide on in, so Aspas gets a bit of
I don't
space.
see him
Still,
bait anybody
a lot more
there.
work to be undone. There's a TP towards the backside of the ace site there for King. He wants to be ready. But MIBR pulled the plug here because they've got this pivot in mid. And Texas
Look at how
able to
fast.
sit there.
Look at LEV,
You got
man.
a ton of audio cues about the rotate.
Look at how fast LEV are.
Beautiful. Oh, but Sato
Wait a minute.
sitting right back.
Wait a minute.
It's so fucked. It's so fucked. It's actually so fucked. That's a
so far
perfect
from
call
a
for
strike without
MIBR, and
any
it just
help.
doesn't work at all.
MIBR lose on the
That is not a bad
mechanical
call
level
at
here
all.
in mid. Just outgunned by Leviathan, who assemble a firing squad.
Spacino.
And now
Nah,
Aspas
they're not
has
letting
to
you
go
plant, brother.
1v2. This new look Aspas, this awake Aspas has to do it alone.
Okay, well, there he has to
Unfortunately,
kind of play
there's
for
just no
stats. You guys
time
understand,
to
right?
get anything done.
No way I'm planting the bomb and giving him a free kill.
No opportunity for the plant, no options for Aspas in that clutch. It's unfortunate that it's
No,
slipped
that's a
out of their hands
fairs.
because
That's
it
a
felt like in
fairs
this
play for
moment when
stat
the flash
situation.
came-
What are you guys on
Wow,
about?
it was
That is a
Sato's own
completely
flash.
fair situation in which he
Unlucky for the
has to
team.
play for
I don't know, Zekin
statistics.
coming out of tiles,
He's dying
but
no matter what. That's as fairs as it gets.
It felt like that 2K for Tech should have gotten them ahead. But still, the team fights are majority of the time going the way of LEV.
Decent idea for MIBR though at the start of that round. It's just, again, we talked about sticking the landing Wyatt. And Leviathan have that individual
I don't know why,
quality
but I
that
was
can
reminded of
threaten.
someone typing in chat. What did they say? They're like, something about Odegaard pretending to be busy.
That could have been
I don't
around
know
as well,
why
but
that
did
was
enough
so
economic
funny.
damage to keep ops out of the hands of
I don't know
Neon.
why I thought of that.
No longer the case, though. Always a threat. MIBR working right into this mid split.
After 4 minutes scanning.
Double spray down. He hears them running. It's just all too easy.
I mean, Lev have been investing pretty heavily in util to answer that top mid split, right?
Oh
We're
yeah,
always
Odegaard
seeing
mastered the art of
trademark
looking
thrown up there,
busy.
and 2 players have been watching it.
Yeah.
And that's the first time MIBR have actually tested it.
I just find it so funny
like
because
last
it is
round.
pretty accurate sometimes.
Multi-kills
Like,
are plenty. Here's King v Verno.
just even as
Verno with
like,
nice
an
move, but that is
Odegaard
so
fan,
slick.
I have to be
Another
honest.
brilliant
Sometimes
headshot,
it
but
is
he gonna be
funny.
low, trying to cross to market. Tex is going to be there.
Sometimes
There's
he be
still
doing
hope in this
absolutely
round yet
nothing.
for MIBR. Oh my god.
But it looks like he's doing a lot.
He'll get to play this high ground position, and Tex is just low. Verno even lower. And again, we're going to be looking at a similar scenario as the last round. Not enough
Bruno's
time,
in.
not enough
Sorry, I didn't see that
teammates,
round. I was laughing.
Not enough health. But Verno now has been unfettered from calling. As he said in that interview, able to focus on himself and to be this clutch factor that MIBR were needing. He'll cross the sideline of Neon and get tripped up on his way.
LEV just have this
Sorry, Wolfside. Thank you for the 4 months,
ability
man.
to make
Sorry, I
the
missed it.
game seem
Apologies.
so effortless.
Thank you.
And when you count one player out, didn't have a great first game.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do against that?
Second
What
one
the fuck do you
is
do against
just
that?
a consistent factor with the kills as well.
God damn.
It's just a dismantling of this split exec.
I would apologize to them, but
McTurtle, thank you for the prime.
1 round left on this attack side for MIBR.
And
I'd be
Flash, thank you
shocked
for the
if
prime.
they dare
Thank you,
try
thank
top
you.
mid split again. Forget about it.
Feels like beyond the opening of that first half of
A-pop.
split when MIBR took the lead, LEV have just been
Only
in
chamber here with
control of
Fade.
this series.
They go up lane. They have the site.
Bozine opted not to fight for this, and, well, Neon has no
It's
choice
done.
but
Pop
to TP
fast
away. This
before
is
they
coming a little bit
rotate.
faster than Leviathan were anticipating.
They gotta
though.
keep
Look at
going.
the
They gotta
try
keep
set
going.
up
They
on
cannot
shore.
pause.
That's
They can't
big.
pause.
Neon, with his back to it now, may not be aware that he could get
Wow.
wrapped on from short, but that one way is protecting him for the time being.
I mean, wow.
And Aspas fell out in the open.
How is it when every time they do the strat, this guy has
Where's
Neon ult?
Vizino supposed to go
How
here?
is that
Hit with
possible?
The paranoia from behind, and Leviathan have arrived just in time. Never late, exactly when they mean to.
They are beating MIBR to these sites. They're fighting as a team. Spike, it's not only just running around distracting, but he can't be killed.
I want to pretend 4 is good, but it's
His
really just not.
overdrives are always so solid.
Know what I mean? It's just not.
I love the faith in that one way. So sick. They just back up to it.
Leviathan really are treating a dominant game against MIBR, a rejuvenated more.
Would you say 100 Thieves beat LEV, LEV beat MIBR, and C9 beat 100 Thieves? So does that mean Celsius is the best player in the world? Yeah, I mean, I don't even know why you're questioning that. Even without all those things, he's still the best.
A half, otherwise we're headed for a 2-0.
I don't know why you had to like go around in circles and make some random like, you know what I mean? Talk about all these results. Even without all those results, he's still the best. He's held back.
This was the ghosting. It was a immediate change. If you see something and it's not actually there, you're gonna miss your shot. Black equalizer and vibrance. I can react quicker to it. I can shoot better at it.
This guy is just spectacular.
And that way I can always trust him. That I can just focus on competing. My performance will always be at the top level.
Zowie.
Stop being funny. I'm dead serious. You guys don't understand Jordan's value. He's the most jailed player in history of the game. It's Jordan, then Hyunmin, and then Martine, and then Primi. Probably Primi first, third, and then Martine fourth. Pencil, thank you to the tier 1, man. Thank you. What'd you say? Fnatic have to win 7 in a row to make champs. Do we believe or no? Absolutely fucking no chance. You and Zelsus drop the same stat lines, yet we are closer to fucking Aspas than you are to me. So I don't understand what you're saying. Don't forget Bustio, another jailed player, of course. The legend. The legend himself. Do you remember when Verno punched you? Did it hurt?
Sunset, the second map in this series, but one that Leviathan appeared just as comfortable on. It's time to get our second half underway and lock in with the #1 VPN, ExpressVPN. 3 players who once won the Americas in LEV colors are obviously sat opposite King and the 4 young players who carried that.
I just started smiling when you mentioned Bustio because only good thoughts coming to my head. Smiley thoughts.
Gets the direct road
Happy
to
around
playoffs.
Bustio.
That's what we're here to find out.
Where do you think Crashies goes next year? It's a free-for-all next year. A lot of contracts run out next year. A lot of players are going to be on different teams and swapping around. So who knows? Too hard to say.
Been the best Phoenix in the league. He's
Way
been
too hard to
so
say.
Good all throughout 2026. And second is
not Felina. Think of the
pick
prime.
it up more frequently. Some of his games, he has looked outrageous.
Maybe a
30
Furia
bombs.
type team. You never know.
But then the next game in that very series only got 11 kills for 17 deaths. It's been inconsistent, but
imagine he goes back to Envy. Envy
so
Crashies. Oof.
He's got to find himself in this second half, or MIBR.
Well, I mean, they won't be
sent
partnered,
to
but
the play-ins.
unless they are partnered, I don't know. Gabra, thank you for the prime.
MIBR takes 0 space on 8, playing behind kill trips on the site only.
Who do you think has the most stock right now in Americas?
MIBR have had
like
no trouble
teamless
winning
players?
pistol rounds. They
EU.
are 3-0.
But you hate to have to go 4-0. Hate to have to make that possible.
I love this.
That is the
I love this from LEV. It's actually nasty work. This is a crime they're committing. These players are the ones that should be in jail, and instead it's Primi. Instead it's fucking Hyunmin.
LEV are so aware of that MIBR setup, dealing with the
They literally
trips.
just
There's probably
mass
gonna be a guy
murdered everyone in
backside
spawn.
there.
The guy with the gun.
They even catch a second? That's great. But they know someone is going to be waiting behind those trips, waiting behind the cage to try to find a kill. They make it look elementary. But again, it's just because of the unreal
Chat,
skill
if you
level
want
that
Ye
is
to
at
stream,
right
sub
now.
to
Mizino,
me.
what
Jimmy
shot
has
to
not
get
spoken to
moving for
Ye in
MIBR.
3
Time
years.
is low, though.
So
Aspas wants to get forward, but Blozine always seems to be the one standing in his way, Wyatt, the one that wants to take the mantle. And King has so effortlessly manipulated his pieces around this board. It's a 5-round lead. Finally, Leviathan pick up a pistol in the series, and somehow it's the most crushing pistol for MIBR to have lost.
It does feel
like, look how
emblematic of
gorgeous
the
this
end
is, man.
times
Stun
for
right.
MIBR in this match.
Stun right, shit on him, flash left, shit on everyone
But
else.
not
It's
even
just
on the rounds where they have looked
it's like they're dry running against their B
They've
team.
been able to put up a fight here. They were not able to do it.
I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
Brace for impact for these next couple of rounds. Digging in towards a main, but that's just
Melon
not a part
Chap,
of the map
thank you for the
they've
prime.
never invested in yet, or at all. We are deathballing on the outside. And Neon gets a free kill, a chance to fall off this with a second.
When a team disbands, you just delete the group chat, or are the archives still there? It's like breaking up with a girlfriend, you know what I mean? Everything's deleted.
And the rest of Leviathan know that they can let Neon play with his food. Go after Mazino? Sure, that's just a headshot. Of course it is. If only he didn't have to reload. Flash turned almost lazily from Sato as he gets us out of round 14 in a jiffy.
Nah, I'm kidding. The archives are still there.
Just add insult to injury. Having that for this bonus round. So much pressure being applied to MIBR on this round 15. Must win.
You know what I mean? Like,
we've seen very little of what MIBR have to offer on this defense side. They're going to have this Cypher util over a B, a bit more of a standard look.
why is this Lord guy yelling in the chat? Caps lock one more time, see what happens to you.
Primordial ooze coagulating. Here's King trying to play aggressively into it. It's worked out for MIBR.
Nice safe fight. 2 free kills. Both duelists dead.
Those are just perfect swing timings off the audio cues from LEV, either side. LEV always staying active though, always doing something.
There's a gap here. Exploitable, yes, but the
don't lose this. Do not lose this, please.
Past it, and anyone's just going to fight this.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Clean round?
This is simply a round where you see what you can get away with at this point. That trademark discipline for
We go to map 3? Nah, just don't think so, man. Attack side, 3 rounds left. Or 3 rounds left to win.
Love to be able to do as much damage
no way
as
Lev don't get 3 rounds.
MIBR need to hold on to these guns pretty desperately.
Maybe worth noting that Verno has availed himself of an Odin. That's something that's going to be rearing its head, I think, in the next couple of rounds.
Clean round, clean round, clean round, clean round, clean round.
Start to think ahead a little bit.
All good.
Mazino.
And on this defense side, you've got Verno playing Sova. That is...
Zekken is making too much money, not hungry enough, so what should we do? Should we give Cloud9 salaries to MIBR? And swap? Give the MIBR salaries to Cloud9, see if they get hungry?
Not just by the eye test, by
starve these guys?
Any stats.
So down. Let's starve these fuckers.
So much better in this.
And then they'll learn a lesson. Maybe you're right. Maybe they're getting too comfortable over here.
151 in stage 2. Monumental difference, the level that he is at. Unchained from the IGL
Light, thank you for the prime.
And on his best agent, you're going to need him to get in that form on
It's so satisfying when a setup like that works that cleanly. Everyone is just sitting there blind, jumping around.
At all for this team.
And that's a starting point for MIBR, being able to lean on him. Mazino also having a reasonable game. But Neon's picked up an op now as Leviathan are forced to buy properly for the first time this half. Will they try and catch another push off MIBR on this A side of the map? Looks like
he gets out.
Spike is heavily disrupted and takes a bunch of damage here.
To some extent, they're just happy to draw.
Problem is they have to sacrifice paranoia every time to take this A main control, and the thing is, it's easy to retake it back, so it's not even worth it at the end of the day. And if the opponent hits B and they have the site, not having a paranoia for the retake is also annoying. So I feel like MIBR end up losing more in the long term, or in the long run,
mid-split
by using it. But like you kind of have to. I don't know.
Look at this patience.
Probably better do a trap so you guarantee a kill, like a passive trap,
than
doing it at the start of the round. But they're they're playing a Phoenix and a Neon, so it is hard.
Prowler.
Now back into this A hit.
You imagine there's a flash, maybe a relay bolt off the wall here, but they ultimately don't test Mazino. He's done enough here to ward.
It's a B read. They're not giving up this B read. This is a good call, but wait.
This is very Tex-esque.
They're actually going A.
In mid though.
Teleport's ready. 30 seconds left. Joke's over.
I don't think they're selling. I think they're serious about this now. Mazino, the only player on the A side.
I thought they were faking too.
Who's been able to get, but back through spawn. That's where the rotation for MIBR is going. But they're still not going to expect this. Aspas though hears it coming.
Wait, huge go.
Mazino's picked off Sato as he used that ultimate in a bit of an awkward spot. And now desperation, a pivot last minute over towards the B side. But Tex is waiting behind all that Cypher utility. And Verno's going to be there with the
MIBR rotating like Lev out here.
Inside the smoke, needs to get into this backside. He needs to go massive right now. King's done enough, but blows can only notch up one. That's MIBR slowing the game to a standstill.
Wait, MIBR have that?
LEV felt very regimented there throughout the early round, into the mid round, going back towards A, but perhaps just overcomplicating the situation.
They just read the fake instantly. And it looked so convincing too. I feel like most teams rotate in that scenario. But MIBR didn't. Well, they did, but then they rotated back.
Uncomfortable in those close range engagements, it just falls apart. MIBR need to capitalize on this anti-eco. They've gotten ecoed by LEV back on split because it is LEV. They are always capable of winning an eco
LEV
round.
realized these guys are fighting for A every round. That means 3 are starting A at the beginning of every round, so B should be...
This is Tex, that Cypher,
like,
going to be tested if the
B pop should be the play, or B split, fast B split with Neon. Potentially with Neon ult should be a play.
Out of market. Seems like a tough job here for Leviathan. They're not really bothering with it right now. But
Huge round by Tex. Even getting 1 is good there.
Emerges here from the smoke and
Big
goes for
kill,
a
and he
wild
didn't die,
spray.
but Verno
He finds
died.
success,
No.
but Verno and the Odin are down in market. Here's the flood though. MIBR setting up to play from behind his paranoia, but Blozine is getting tucked into the corner. Relay Volley allows it to affect him. That fast lane's going to come down, and so does the curtain on his round. It's on Neon.
MIBR is not letting them breathe, bro. This has to be a pause. This has to be a pause.
A couple of key rounds together.
Tense from Neon's point of view there. It's the second he started to adjust his crosshair that the double peak came through.
Good job though by Tex Eve getting 1 with all that util coming at him. Getting 1
flood back in,
and living long enough for Zekin to be able to run in and then get the next.
You could see them exercising just the moments of patience there to be able to pick players off. Like that moment of hesitation from Zekin Osboss waiting for the wall to drop, confident in the relay bolt catching a player on that right. Yeah, and then they are correct. They get that. 1 at a time, just dealing with each player.
Is Sen still your dark horse? I mean, yeah, but I think that horse is basically just
MIBR
leaving.
had 15 first bloods on that map. And
struggling right now, so it's a little injured.
Still find a degree of success. That's something you're hoping to leverage even a little bit of if you're LEV going forward. Because it looks like the initial gimmick for Leviathan is not working in a few of these rounds, right? They're not finding a kill on the A side of the map. They're not seeing anything in mid. They haven't really tried.
Do you think MIBR breaks up next year?
It's been about how Leviathan.
I have a hard time believing they stay together, yeah, personally. But
rounds earlier on,
there's no like particular reason for that other than just.
They've allowed their own pace to dissipate, and they've allowed MIBR to settle into some of these comfortable late round setups.
Maybe they keep 3, maybe 4 players, but I just feel like every team is making changes next year. Almost every team. It's a completely different format next year. A lot of contracts are running out. I have a hard time believing any team stays the same next year.
Can bring this comeback to fruition.
You can see it in their eyes, though. It's been a slog this year. They've come so close.
Yeah, their mental has constantly been tested. Oh, sick
what a kill.
Entry from Spike.
This A side's cracked wide open now.
Wow.
Maybe if Verno can find some kind of odd spam kill
Xeno
with the
just
Odin,
instinct
Fury activated.
Slide kill.
There's got to be a flood coming from short, and it's going to be quick. You can hear it coming.
There's the flood's instantly cancelled.
Slow things down. That's heads up from Blozine. Overclock also active now as Aspas is brought down. There's Spike Scene trying to run it on in.
I mean, you can't even flood on LEV. They can flood on you all day, but you can never flood on them. It's just annoying. How's that even fair?
Leviathan to pick up. And also, taking 4 guns out of it would be massive.
That was a disgusting opener from Spike, but the kind of slide kill that seems routine for him to some extent too. Been watching him do that for years.
I'll bet him.
But let's be real. That's kind of what Leviathan have been.
What the fuck are my mods doing?
Heavily in a lot of these scenarios, whether it's Sato starting something up early in the round or just a ridiculous entry. Doesn't matter which one it is. What's important for the LEV team is that it's given them a break in the dry spell.
We clicked it at the same time. That's a problem, though. If we're clicking it at the same time, you understand that's a problem.
Playoffs and banishing MIBR to a very treacherous-looking play-in phase.
Leviathan are 1 foot through the door as champions. They are so close at this point.
Shrudge. He hits me with Shrudge.
Point added to the tally.
That's the shit I'm talking about.
If they get this win, just gets them that much closer, keeps them right near the top of the standings as far as those go.
Round number 19 coming at you. Leviathan are threatening. This goes here. After an 8-4 half, though,
Steph, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you,
even without
thank
winning
you.
the pistol.
You mentioned the
All right, back to defaulting. A-pop works, back to defaulting because they know for a fact MIBR is going to fight for A, which they are.
Him upping on defense. But so far on this Neon,
that's fucking scary as shit.
As willing to
if I'm King, I shit myself a little bit for sure there.
Focus on the rifling, being more active with the movement.
MIBR aren't on a chamber strategy either, so there's no opping.
Yeah, though Tex has played.
I mean, Neon having full B main control, this is just a B split at the end. Surely, right? No, they're not B splitting.
He's on it constantly.
Clear to see that MIBR enjoy being able to stack a site and leave one a little bit light behind the Cypher util. It plays into the macro.
Look at this. Omen Paranoia and Phoenix Flash after he gets the kill.
Option.
Oh.
And we've got two players stacked up here in elbow. It's a bit of a trap being laid by MIBR. Leviathan, are they going to walk headlong into it? Zek trying to tease them forward with the flash, but now
wow,
going to be
good job getting one. He was screwed. Good job getting one.
Doesn't want any more of it.
37. They're going to leave, aren't they? They're going to fucking leave and go B, aren't they?
That trap play they activated.
Disgusting. Ah, it's disgusting what these players do. Good thing MIBR is not over-rotating, though.
That one. As the time has gotten dangerously low for LEV. 20 seconds and they have to work their way towards this site.
Oh,
nice shot.
I mean,
nice shot. Well done.
On the line there. Two players stacked here over towards market because there's a top mid trip for MIBR. There's no time.
Thank you for the prime.
Relay ball. They are fully stalled out. There's no way LEV can win this round. Forced into that late rotate and
damn,
right
they could have kept it hella simple and just B split after. They got traded there.
Double setup, little bait and switch.
But they had nobody in B main. It makes it hard. They could have gone up mid.
Door way too much.
They could have gone mid to B.
Talk about digging your heels in.
Like
MIBR, it's not the prettiest kind of round to win, but it's so important. Need to slow
Laverno has
down
Sobalt now too.
However you can.
So Market's pretty hard to hit.
So yeah, this trap play white doesn't look incredible, but LEV get funneled here into a stacked market.
What if Ian cams the wall at A and they fucking Sova ult off it?
That's crazy. Who will it be, though?
Never mind.
Oh.
Evidently, none of them. They still just do not want to off.
Wow.
Well,
Neon with the sort of
played for the slide. This guy is
He'll
disgusting.
Produce another one from some orifice or another.
Destroys Ospas.
The attack side opping that Leviathan have lent on so heavily. So now what? We've got a B side with some Cypher util and some reinforcements. Zekin is picking up here in
3B,
market.
good read.
Yeah,
Mazinho has the A line.
That this
I don't know if Neon knows Mazinho has this A line.
Over towards a main.
But we also know Leviathan are conditioned. Some
also, this mid trip.
Some really late rotations.
They have gambled. These guys don't go mid to A.
MIBR can never be too sure.
This is definitely a route they can go. Oh shit! Sorry. I'm just gonna leave it. I'll 2x next round.
Arbitrary time queue, I'd say. A Nightfall. To make it hard to play from market. But Tex is going to be unaffected by this. He is the next man up at the moment. And the slide from Spike is not enough to save him. A trade, though. Shadow was always there to pick up the pieces. Second now through running back. Won't be able to see too much. He's blinded, but still finds one. That is huge. He'll be back in the action in no time.
Winnable. Actually winnable.
25 seconds left in the round. Mizzino and Zekin, though, had to fight for their lives.
Zekin having backside control is everything right now.
Off match point.
Makes this round actually winnable.
Trying to double up backside. Zekin waiting for Mazzino.
Oh god.
Goes down in main. Neon's gonna have to find a timing to swing out here.
Nah, no way. No way MIBR win.
Contact, he can walk up. Zekin trying to dig them out, but as a crossfire, there's too much in place.
They needed like
Leviathan.
a lucky spam kill or something, or route the other way.
And another slow build into a heavy B hit for Leviathan finds them some success. And we're on match point.
This is just amazing.
Leviathan are on the cusp of skipping past these play-ins.
Wow, Verno gets spammed like that.
Of the bracket where, frankly, they belong.
Damn, he is that. Now that's hunger.
It was felt like MIBR
that's hunger.
Really turning over a new leaf, dialing up the aggression, playing with so much more confidence. Has been irrelevant today. They have met their match in LEV. Unfortunately, with this loss, they'll be sent to the play-ins. It's another situation where we're in a qualifying game for MIBR.
Do you think NRG will win champs?
Not been able to cross the finish line.
There's a chance.
Stuck at this very
It's impossible to tell who will win. It's like impossible to predict that shit.
Not only is the play-ins
there is a chance.
An extra hurdle that you have to get past, it also represents some unknown quantities coming to sort of measure themselves.
Would you ever do merch?
We've got some really
I have no idea,
coming
man.
up from
I've thought about it a couple times, but I just don't. I'm not like creative like that.
And there's some really well-known
So I don't
names
know
amongst these players
what
waiting
the
in the wings to test
merch would
themselves
be.
against these play-in teams. 2 years.
People have given good ideas in Twitch chat and stuff, but
FRZ, QCK, Gobera, the names go on. They're all waiting for their chance to have a crack at them, not to mention your boy Nismo. Gonna be coming back for more.
Teams that feel a little bit more made in
we have
Brazil
your
than
mods
made in
who are
Brazil,
creative but can't
just
ban
fully
people.
Internationals.
Interesting, St. Oz. Very interesting, very creative, but just can't ban people for some reason.
MIBR. Years and years of history between these two teams, and yet King still had nothing to say
Very weird.
in the pregame to MIBR. And instead, he's let his play do all the talking. Second got to be stunned up early. You push it up
Oh
mid for
my God.
falls flat. Spike
No.
is ready to intercept.
It's
Yeah,
a
whatever.
major shift of the pace out of
Oh,
the
does that mean
timeout,
it's
but
over?
just resulted in the crucial duo, both duelists of MIBR, the star players, down in an instant. It would have to be a
Is that fast
miracle.
trolling? They were trying to do a fast.
3 versus 5.
They were trying to do a fast B crunch.
Unlikely heroes
Not a
on
terrible
this
idea.
MIBR roster.
Unfortunately, it was after a pause, which is when most teams are most aware of that stuff. So
We have a
unlucky.
big slowdown for Leviathan. Neon happy to play as the pivot.
5v3, Lev is just unstoppable.
And yeah, on that A site, you'll see the trips. They're kill trips.
I mean,
No
Mazzino
one
has to
play
do
off
something
them
like this,
yet.
and Lev is completely ready for it.
I feel bad for Mazzino here. He's about to walk into the firing squad, but Spike was low enough.
Not
It's an easy
bad,
pickup.
not
Now
bad,
Mazzino
not
can try
bad.
and
Good
waylay
damage
them
as well.
further. Time is an issue. Leviathan have fallen on the wrong side of the sand.
They know that's
Timer
the
on
A player.
multiple occasions, but they've gotten past this spot.
Look at the damage that he's done.
Verdo's on a
Still.
fast rotate, though. Oh, he went lane. I thought he was going to go
Just giving
spawn.
MIBR an opportunity.
Wait, Cypher trips, though. Cypher
Got
trips,
that right
chat.
back
That's why I
activated
thought he was
by
going to go
Sato.
spawn.
He can get in here. He can get deep in the elbow, clear out some of this util, pave a way for Leviathan to get this post plant set
Oh,
up.
Neon, are you serious?
This could be everything. Neon with the timing. And Baxter turned! That is a 1-2 punch that MIBR are never getting up from.
10 seconds left.
Still stuck in the nightmare. A year that has put them in the
GG.
blender. And poor
Oh
Tex
boy, that's
has
GG.
to face the music on his own.
If MIBR to make a run to champions, it is just matches week after week, test after
I
test.
love how much MIBR
And
have
they can't
improved,
fail.
but I mean,
Not even
I really
one
didn't think they were
time.
going to win here today anyway.
And the
Lev really
history
is too
between
good.
them cannot be erased, but the direct path into playoffs belongs to the chapter King Rhodes.
That's my fucking trio right there. That's my duo plus me, so trio.
Leviathan
Good shit, guys. Let's keep it up.
qualify directly to stage 2
keep it up.
playoffs.
And despite the progress that MIBR have made in this second
fucking
stage,
go, baby.
LEV are just at that world-class tier of gameplay that the difference is so visible regardless, which it's just
Bro
crazy,
queued
man.
with them once,
Both
twice actually.
pistol
Nice try.
rounds been taken by MIBR on split, but Leviathan
Completely
are just
on accident,
so
but that's not the
phenomenal
point.
on that map. It doesn't matter. And then into MIBR's
Are you watching
pick,
APAC?
we've seen LEV improve.
Are we watching APAC today? Let's see here. Viral Paper X. That's actually a good game. So I think we are. I think we are. Nongshim RRQ. Is this a good game? It's not. But it might be significant. Actually, it's not. Eh. I mean, Nongshim needs to win. Yeah, for Nongshim it is. But not for RRQ. Yeah, I'm down. I sleep anyway. But will I play ranked? I don't know.
Alright. You and F.
This guy said 10s duo. Chill. I haven't even decided if I'm playing. I still have to eat my food. I decide later. I mean, what a fucking team. I don't know. What a fucking team. What do you do versus this? MIBR had a nice try though. Like I actually thought they played well. Let me see. Like good split overall. They beat the teams they were supposed to beat. Right? They should have won this game. Like, let's be real. They should have won this game 2-0. Marved wanted to set you up with 10s. Nah, we good. I'm gonna eat, and then we'll see later. Why is Jimmy like all like excited and shit right now? I don't know what's going on. This guy's like a different guy right now. Come back to Toronto, bro. You're acting real different in LA. I don't like this weird energy you got going on. It's like you're too positive. It's scaring me a little bit. Horror? I'm down to play horror later. I'd rather play horror than ranked, to be honest, tonight. Depends on Jimmy and Tyson and Sam. I guess Sam won't be here, right? He can't play. But if they're down, I'm down. If they're down, I am down. But I gotta eat and shit. So I might play later. I might play ranked later. We'll see. I'll let you guys know though. Well, if I play horror, I'll definitely be online. And I'll let you know. If I play ranked, I will not be online. If I go to bed, I will not be online. There's a lot of things to consider here. Tens messaged you. For what? I'm eating food. Why do you guys go into his chat and ask him if I'm on a duo when I literally just said I'm gonna go get food? Why are you like setting something up that doesn't, like, what is happening? If I feel like I'm getting into an arranged marriage by my chat, but I literally just said I'm eating my food. You guys just made up this whole narrative and lied. El Ego, I cannot believe how much you guys gaslight. You guys gaslight and create narratives that come straight out of your assholes. All right, I'm calling it. Who do we raid? I'm actually gonna raid. You know what? I'm an L guy, right? Where's tens right now? Slash raid tens, just like that. No ego. Bang, motherfuckers! I will always win. You hear me? I will always win. I love you guys. Thank you for the stream. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for the subs, follows, donations. Don't test me. We always win these. Love you guys, man. Take it easy. Have a good night. I will see you guys for likely, very likely for Paper X. Peace, peace, peace.